Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello. Hi. Guys, 3 weeks in a row. That has to be a new record.
Yeah, probably.
Probably a new record. I mean, look at the amount of games we've had in this, and then look at how many years it's been. It's got to be a new record.
You're right, though.
We have to skip next week so that we don't make the record too unobtainable though.
Don't want to get people expecting too much.
Yeah, I don't want to get people expecting that I'll do something when I say I'll do it. That's just gonna put way too much pressure on me.
Accountability in my streams?
In my cleverly disguised card opening streams with roleplay added onto it.
Yep.
Everybody, how are you all doing? We are going to start some Zelda today, and someone who's here is gonna tell me what happened last time. And that somebody is whoever says they will. Fuck. I'm gonna roll a dice.
Roll your funny dice.
I will roll the funny dice. So on a 1, it will be Eric. On a 2, it will be Emerald. On a 3, it will be Anna. And on a 4, it will be Antone. That is a 3. Anna. Wahapalata. I believe in you.
Trying to remember. I remember we were still at the house. No, wait, no, we were just leaving the Gerudo town.
You had a talk whenever you
remember.
were leaving. You had like a little chat with your inner being.
Yeah, I know I had like a whole conversation with Galen in like the pools about how he bullies Zolaire. I can't remember what everybody else did though, but I know that we eventually went to the house, and then freaking Jason, Link, Matilda, and Zelda, but it was definitely Matilda's idea. Was like, hey, look what we can do, because there's 4 of us, and they all decided to dress the same and play a little song. But it really seemed Zelda wasn't really into it. She's really been depressed since Gorthos died, because she doesn't want to admit that she was actually just so fucking in love with him and unleash her true monster fucker. But you know, she just was too scared to commit, because that wouldn't be very goddess-like. You know, she has to. She's just lame. She's just lame. But
It's a big old lame-o.
After that, I don't remember.
All right.
After that, I don't remember.
Emerald, what happened to you in the beginning of the stream?
I decided that I needed to get things done in personal business stuff. So I decided to go confront my father and tell him, hey, go see your fucking daughters, you fucking idiot. And he's like, no, but if they know that I'm here, then they'll be so sad if I die again in the next battle. Oh, can you decide though? He was like, and Mark was like, yeah, maybe. I guess I might be able to. And Rock's like, fuck off with that bullshit, you goddamn idiots. Set us down straight, and now Dad's gone off to go and well, not straight because we're both not straight. but now Dad has gone off to go and talk to.
If you want my son,
sisters.
you can have him. We're both gay.
Bye. You had to correct that there. Then he took a frog that was randomly in the house and left. And that's what Marco did.
What about Ronan? What did Ronan do? Eric.
Oh, I was about to fucking make a joke like, yeah, Emerald, what did Ronan do? Fucking.
I was too busy drinking sugar cookie Dr. Pepper. Leave me alone.
Ronan, fucking, he went back to WitchCon with Jason, dropped the Gerudo chieftain off with his mom, and Argo also, and went up to Ivori's room with all her secret fucking pictures and stashes of fucking Fabio fanfic that she wrote. But also like a lot of Gorthos stuff as well. And they started playing a song. They started practicing their new song. And yeah, they had a good time doing that. Afterward, I'm pretty sure that's it actually for them, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys, excuse me, essentially all had a little bit of a time getting to start things up. The only one that didn't was Brock, who had their little bit of a time with the whole thing that happened between all of the princesses and the different versions of faces of Zelda. But everyone eventually agreed that they're going to be heading off in the next day over toward the north. Upon heading off in that direction, you guys all gathered the peeps you wish to take with you.
Oh yeah. And then Gallon, like just as we were getting there, Gallon dropped the bombshell that is like, so Sierra, did you know that you were in love with a god?
That's right.
That was like right in the middle of the thing. Yeah.
And obviously the most important person you guys brought with you was Riley O'Malley, everyone's friend.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Riley O'Malley?
Riley O'Malley. He's the one driving the carriage. It's Riley O'Malley.
Yeah.
Everyone's friend.
He's that guy.
I'm trying to locate us on the fucking.
Oh, I'll put us over in the center of the dark void. There you go.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's Riley O'Malley. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Riley O'Malley. We all love Riley O'Malley.
Didn't realize you had a name there, bud. Good to know.
Where'd you get one of those?
He's had a name for a long time.
Where'd you get one of those, bud?
Okay, cool. Way to get it.
I'm proud of you. Good job having a name.
You got a name. You have a soul now.
Or at least you've had a soul for a long time.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Allegedly.
But yeah. Last time was basically a whole bunch of TV tropes. There were times that the scenes ended with characters saying things, but like only seeing the other characters react to them and not like hearing their voices. There was
shrunk.
Huh?
Brock.
Oh yeah, Brock shrunk.
Yeah, Brock shrunk.
He got littler.
He
Little
got a
tiny one.
shrinky potion or whatever.
It was
Matilda's magic shrunk him.
Matilda, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And every time he shrinks or grows, he loses one of his Doritos.
They cost a spell slot to use.
But yeah, you guys are all making your way up to the north. It should take you guys several days to get to the very tip top where you guys are heading, depending on the amount of time that Polo had told them and, you know, the directions they will be giving them. It is at this point we will reconvene with our characters shortly after Sierra was told of the god that they are apparently in love with. You guys explained to them your interactions with the god of the lands. The god of the lands, it's basically showing that with the god of the land's blessings, that's how Sierra and her people are able to go through the shortcuts that they found, mostly throughout Hyrule, as well as they are able to take advantage of those things. You also explained that he does in fact look just like every fucking other one of the harem bandits, which is very funny. And that essentially there isn't a humongous chance that he's willing to leave his post or do anything to be lovey-dovey with anyone, because he's the only one there doing anything.
He has the sacred realm entirely to himself. I don't think he's going to come back to Earth anytime soon.
He has a new intern he can push all of his work onto. His responsibilities, though.
Yeah, and then he can come back.
Yeah.
You mean the god of the demons?
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
But
Fucking Demise is just a fucking intern at fucking Sacred Realm Inc.
maybe one day,
Yeah.
maybe one day after a lot of hard work, we'll give him an actual job here, and then maybe we'll start paying him.
That art, just that art, but on the left side of his chest just says, "Hi, my name is Dante."
You don't understand. The if you make my coffee really well, you might just work here.
So do I get paid for?
No.
Listen up. You are getting paid in skill set.
Inexperienced.
And jobs are gonna ask for experience
my oven?
whenever you bring it forward. Like, you know,
Listen,
they're gonna want those so many years of experience.
listen, they're looking for an 18-year-old with 47 years experience, so
Ugh.
you know, it's a great start for you.
Exactly.
You know.
We live in a dystopian nightmare. So, with that being said,
Yeah.
Sierra takes this about as well as anyone would expect, and is currently just laying on her back inside of the carriage, looking up at the sky, and understanding that the fact that now she does not know when or how any of the fact of the harem bandits, starting even occurred, knowing now that she's been in love with a god who probably doesn't feel the same about her.
She doesn't.
Well, I mean, we don't know that. Zelda likes that Korthos guy, right? So,
Yeah.
you know. Those goddesses liked each other, right? They're on a beach somewhere.
Raleigh O'Malley just in front, facing the carriage in the direction that he's supposed to go. However, secretly inside of his head, he's like, I can't wait to tell the guys. There's a chance.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say it with an accent.
I can't wait to tell the guys that it's a chance. But Sierra, for a little while, is just sort of 404ing on the floor of the place, just looking, just staring upwards.
Why did you just go off and tell it to her like that? You said it's so blasé.
Well, I was trying to find the perfect moment. I felt like it was the perfect moment. We weren't
Was it
talking
the
about
perfect
anything
moment?
else, and the silence was deafening.
Constituted the perfect moment.
Oh yeah, listen to all the noise that's happening now.
Oh my goodness.
Look, even Riley O'Malley's happy.
You're weirdly happy for someone whose queen is currently in distress.
I'm not happy. I'm driving. I'm not distressed. We should.
Just the love of the road, I see.
Oh,
Okay,
I do
never
love
mind.
the road, but other than that, it's fine. I'm sure that. Are you okay? Looks fine.
I feel there's more to it than the road.
Of course, I'm fine.
Oh, she sounds really bad off, guys.
No, it's fine. It's okay. We understand. Just saying though, it'd be really weird if you got with any of your followers now, right? Please shut up. So you should think about your other options out there. Please shut
Hey,
up.
Gallon, question.
Hmm?
Does it ever stop moving, or
Whatever, stop moving.
your fucking mouth?
Oh, see, that's when the deafening silence comes.
You
But
just turns
you're
the ball
right.
up. You're marrying this one.
You're right. I should be I should be more tactful, and I should be more aware of the situation. You should love my brother.
That's
This is the
That's
worst.
even worse.
Ronan's just gonna put his hand over Gallon's mouth. I think it's time for this to stop now.
I've never seen a worse.
I think it's time for you to calm down.
I've been alive for a day, and I know that I'm a better wingman. Yeesh.
Well, now that whatever that was happened,
That just happened.
just sort of
Oh, someone's reality
moves
being
Gallon
crippled.
over with Ronan holding on, gets over here. Ah. What were you going to say, Marco? What were you trying to
What
say,
is the
Marco?
question? I don't know anymore. This is chaos is happening, and I don't know what to say about it.
Now that we know where these things have come from, it makes sense now why it is difficult for many other people to go through. Showing that you were able to quickly find all of these passageways definitely shows a connection to the gods that very few have, right?
I don't give that out to anyone. They did the Heron Bandits a long time ago. Probably.
Which way are we? Are we going the correct way, Polo?
Yes, I think so. I think we're getting close.
By getting close, we do note that you guys have been on the road for, we'll say, around a day at this point. You guys have gotten into whatever motion that needs to happen. Whenever Sierra and Riley O'Malley had stopped the first night, you guys note that you guys have enough area in this carriage for you guys to sleep. However, there's also many different bags and sleeping arrangements for the outside as well. Currently, you guys do not have a Sheffos hair, so you can't make a thing to go back, which is a little unfortunate. But it mostly leads to the idea of going forward more than back is preferred. You guys have left Hyrule's bounds quite a while ago. At this point, for some of you, this is probably the furthest you've been away from Hyrule. Whenever Polo says that it is getting close, you guys do see what appears to be a mountain range a little bit up ahead. However, you are also noting that the sky is getting darker, and before you guys have a lot more time to figure out if something's up with Sierra, she does sit up. She looks forward. We should probably make camp here then for the night.
All right.
Riley, find a place that we can pull over that isn't going to be too visible or in the way of anyone. You got it. As he looks forward, he starts to maneuver his way off and a little bit about. You guys note that the Harem Bandits, as I mentioned before, they don't really use horses as much as they have like these large boars that are pulling their carriages for them. As you guys see the two boars in front being led off to the side over by what appears to be a bit of a rocky outcropping, a few trees here and there. There appears to be some water nearby that he seems to be directing the boars toward. You guys are off the main road of things. Earlier on in the day, you guys had passed what appeared to have been the main road that would have led off toward the merchant city you guys keep hearing about. You guys do take note that after you guys pass through that area, it does look as if there are many different destroyed carriages as well as abandoned boxes and other things about the road. You guys are pretty sure that from what Sierra and Riley O'Malley had told you, that this is the area that is mostly trafficked by highwaymen and different other ne'er-do-wells such as that. So you guys are able to keep somewhat of a presence about yourself. You're decently sure that if anybody did try to come at you guys, you could probably just look out and be like, hey, I'm wearing a dragon. And then they'd leave probably. But
Yeah.
at the same
our
time,
new
Rose
friend.
twice his size. Or Brock, rather.
Brock just walks out, grows to the size of a gigantic demon. Hey, and then they walk away. Oh, new friends. No.
Hi, my name is All That God.
As you guys get yourself off and away, the two boars let loose to go and graze and go over toward the waters. You guys find that it is your most likely final night of travel. As Sierra watches over the boars for a moment before going, I think I will take some time alone. And without waiting for confirmation, goes
Be careful.
goes off and away toward the what appears to be the water's edge. She doesn't leave. She is still within eye shot of everybody. You guys had basically determined to do something like that just in case anything were to happen. The highwaymen probably don't pose much of a threat to you, but there could be other things off and about. As they make their way off and away, you guys all make your way off of the carriage that is currently being taken care of by Riley. And as you guys are off, there's still a little bit of light that is to be had before too long has takes everything away. At the moment, you guys are at this small little outcropping. Is there anything you guys would like to do for your preparations for the night or your preparations for the next day? Or do you want to just hang out and chat amongst yourself?
I actually had a question for all the prior nights as well.
It's only been about one.
Practiced. Okay.
And yeah, you can definitely have practiced either around people or away from people if you would like.
Yeah. Would like to practice.
Did you practice around people or away from people?
I mean, around. It doesn't really matter. Around people is fine unless they tell him to shut up and go away, and then in which case he will.
I see. So we're not gonna keep to the TV trope of you doing something away from everyone. Like, no, I have to get this done alone, and no one can know.
No.
Yeah, I like that.
Have you met Ronan?
Then yes, you can definitely stick around the area and do some more practicing. Currently, the only ones that would be around to practice with, none of the people currently here are any oracles or anything. And Z seems to have been left behind whenever they went, whenever things were going on with Argo. So at the moment, you are the only one who can make music, aside from the thing you gave Obra.
Yeah, but that's just like copying my music. It's not like she's actually playing it.
Yeah. You want to go off and do some more practicing?
Yes.
You make your way a little bit away from everybody, but not, again, completely out of ear or eye shot. As you begin practicing your song, you do take note that, again, because of your great roles you had before, you are essentially finished with the actual song writing and song making itself. You just have to make sure that you have practiced all of the different strokes, all the different things.
Gotta master it.
Exactly. You play through the song. As you guys do take note that there's a rather soothing nature to the song that Ronan is playing. It seems to have like a couple motifs of one of his other songs, but mostly seems to be for the most part completely unique. You do find as you were doing so, Obra, just like the last time you would have trained, unless you tell her to go away, will be right beside of you.
He would never.
Mostly doing her own thing, but just sort of being around.
Yeah.
Being within cuddle range.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, does anybody else wish to do anything?
I'd say I've got some ingredients in my bag that I've just been sitting in my inventory.
You can
So
definitely do some
say
cooking if you'd like.
I'm gonna say I make food.
Heck yeah.
Heckin', here we go. We're making a heckin' stew. It's a stew, but a soup. It's a stew.
Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to do with this? I will take note that there isn't really a lot of big point of doing too many like buffs or anything, because obviously it run out before much of anything's gonna happen. But
this is just to clear some of the stuff in here. I still have floor fingers. Oh yeah.
You do have those floor fingers.
There was also studying this.
Would you like to take some time to study up on your floor fingers?
I'm gonna study the floor fingers. Fuck you guys' food. Figure yourselves out.
Hell yeah.
Feed yourselves.
It's okay. Riley O'Malley will cook for you all. Because he's everyone's friend and he's here to help.
Yeah, don't worry, you guys.
He's fine.
He cooks you meat kebabs.
Cool.
That's all he knows how to make. It's
Yo, it's meat. It's fucking meats on a stick. It's great. That's
great.
solid shit.
What more do you need?
like I found this meat. I cubed it up
cool stick,
and here it is.
Get food and a cool stick after.
Yeah.
Is there anything
The
in
best.
particular you're wanting to do? Do you want to invite anybody to hang out with you? What you doing there, Squeaky?
Now, I'm trying to remember because when we got these floor fingers,
I believe you have 5 of
I'd
them,
only-
right?
Yeah, I think someone else has the other 3, and it might be Marco.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot
Of
of
course.
space. I have them.
Because you have
Yeah.
so many of them, if you'd like to, you could spread the work around. You could ask several other people to look into them for you as well.
I think we were looking into these maybe for some sort of like not cooking ingredients, but I think well it was
You're
when
mostly wanting to see what they
Gorthos-
do, whether or not you can use them for any other things or not.
Yeah, I think it was using them with the intent of potentially maybe forging something with them. They were super duper tough. They were like rock hard.
Oh yeah, and they shrink whenever you cut them off.
Yeah, they shrink to a smaller size. So yeah, there was I guess what she would do is go up to Brock with the floor fingers and see if he wanted to help analyze those in terms of what they can how useful they'd be for forgery in terms of a weapon.
I feel a deep native fear that this will take me to the entrance of a dungeon if it touches me.
Oh, well,
Let's figure out what they did. See what else they can do.
it did come from a being that did that.
Oh wow. I guess I'm shocked about that kind of thing, aren't I?
I guess so. But I was able to get all its fingers.
Horrifying. Let's find out what they do.
I don't know who else could probably help with that. Let's see. Who in our group could help with that?
If you think of it as more of a magical thing, potentially Galen and Obra could help. However, if you think of it more of a monster part, potentially talking to either Marco or Hosier could help.
Yeah.
You're decently sure Sierra isn't going to help with anything.
No.
But it really depends. I'm going to let you know, one of those 2 groups will probably get a decent chance at figuring something out, but the other one probably won't. So it is a 50-50 here.
I'm gonna say in terms of like, because I feel like magical properties notwithstanding, I feel like if they are a thing that happens in dungeons, maybe Hosier might have some idea of how it works.
Essentially.
It just becomes a matter of how rare these things are, but he's had to have heard one, especially if his job was at least keeping watch of dungeons and making sure that spelunkers had their spelunking license. So
Can't believe you're
will,
spelunking without your spelunking license.
so she'll
Marco.
probably ask Hosier if he's familiar and see if he wants to help with that.
Okay. At that point, Marco, you would be near Hosier. Is there anything you'd like to do, or do you want to do anything in particular to aid?
I would like to aid in figuring out what these things do. I think that it could be something Marco could have like come up in like his adventuring before the thing, because like those are like huge dungeon hazards.
So, the big thing that I will bring up about these is, luckily you did choose the ones you chose because you already figured out most of the magical properties of this thing whenever Galen was looking at them before.
Yeah.
Whenever there were things happening back when you were first harvesting these things, you basically assumed that you found out most of the magical properties of them.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, what they can do as far as a dungeon item or what they can do as far as a material is something that you definitely can ask different things about. Marco, in particular, I would like you to roll me for your experience, please. See if you've heard any stories or anything that could potentially give more to this.
Yeah, I will grab DS and I will roll. a 9.
It is a 9. It's a 9 plus
That's
4.
a 9. 9 plus 4. 13.
13. Marco, you know of them. Obviously, you've talked about them whenever you have first come across the large dead corpse of this one that you had found before. Just as I had said back then, it was very strange that they had even stayed in that area. From what you understand, these things usually, when vanquished, disappear. But that one had not. That one had not done anything of the sort. Whenever things had happened, unfortunately, you've never ran into one yourself. That being said, with a 13, I will allow you to aid Hosier's roll. And by that, I mean I will lower his DC by 1, and we will see if Hosier knows anything.
I believe in him. He can do it.
$11 plus his experience. In the dungeons around the Lost Woods, these would appear quite frequently. Frequently being a strong word, frequently for a large monster such as this. The issue with them always being what they could actually do once slain. Most of the time they either erupt into their own flames and disappear, or they find themselves a stream of shadow and disappear into that. That being said, I've heard that their skin seems to be stronger than stone in most cases. The way that they floated about seemed to have been more innate than magical, almost as if they levitated more than flew. And finally, the idea of you even harvesting anything from them is wholly unique. The main thing I could sort of give to this is that there used to be several different occurrences where they would be used as fodder for moblins.
Oh.
There were times whenever I would have been told that they would come across a corpse of one of these things, completely intact as the one that we had found was, aside from the fact that they seemed as if moblins or other such creatures would have preyed upon them. Whenever we would then look into it, those moblins seemed stronger than normal. They seemed more magically adept. I believe that consuming the flesh of these creatures were able to awaken some kind of innate magical potential in them.
Oh.
We were always told that if that would ever to be the case, I was to be sending people of the Royal Guard in that direction almost immediately. No one with their smaller licenses, motions to Marco, would be permitted in the inside any of the services around there.
I see.
Not that that would stop you. That being
You know
said,
each other so well.
they have a penchant for making themselves into danger, putting themselves into places they shouldn't be. That being said, I heard that those moblins who had awakened the potential for magic were extremely rare, and even so, there was hardly ever a time that you would send a group of royal knights after them where there weren't any injuries reported after.
Oh.
The fingers currently seem too tough to eat, but I'm not entirely sure what that would mean for any kind of weapon or anything.
Too tough to eat, but I feel like if you stew it for just long enough, anything can be eaten with some dedication. Why, did not Mix Link have stories of him eating very, very audacious sorts of foods?
My brother was very voracious in his appetite, yes.
I feel if anyone could eat a rock roast, they could probably eat this with no problem.
It was horrifying. They had brought it down from the mountains just to show the king, and then he took a bite out of it. Like it was nothing.
I think I'd like to eat one of those.
But I wonder, if I was able to find a way to tenderize it and turn it into food, I think it would actually be very useful potentially in the final battle, would it not?
Hmm.
If anyone can
Maybe.
figure out how to cook it, it would be you, right?
I mean, Miss Rowe had also told me that Octorok was also rather tough. And usually stewing it for long variations of time did the trick. Although depending on how hard this goes, it did take quite a bit for my shearing knife to go through it. It would probably take a stewing of a couple of days. But very doable.
Perhaps preparations should start now then?
I shall then commence to stewing it up until we leave. And if it is not soft by the time we return home, we'll figure something out.
If it's not done by then, I don't know.
Then,
Well, incorporating bits and pieces of creatures into any kind of work is difficult. It's either going to be something helpful or ruin the whole thing.
oh, I do have a shepherd's hair in my inventory.
I believe you used that.
I might have. I have a little token. All right. Well, usually I have got some lemons here. Usually their acidity is good for helping soften things. But usually the temperature is really good for loosening up the sinews of the meat. It's just my pot's not big enough.
Just looks at her pot with 4 slots. Little
no.
4-slot pot.
Little 4-slot pot. It's too big for 5 fingies.
Too big for 5 fingies. Too small for 5 fingies.
Too small. Not big's enough.
Need a Monster Hunter sized walk for this shit.
There might be a bigger pot at home, but, well,
I would
I'd
say
be
when it
losing
comes to
time.
when it comes to the fingers, they're probably smaller than a bunch of things you put inside this pot. In a
Yeah.
lot of cases, I would say that all 5 could fit in.
All right, I'm gonna take my floor fingies.
We'll say that they would be considered one ingredient as far as the thing. Because if you remember when we first gave you this pot, they were supposed to be for
Yeah.
each of the ingredients you would use. So we would say that your 5 fingies would be considered one ingredient.
Yeah, I'm missing 1 floor fingy. I got 2, the 2 that Marco has. Do you have one of my floor fingies?
Can't believe people have been stealing floor fingies. Gallon has it.
Oh, Gallon has. Oh yeah, Gallon has my floor fingies. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna heckin'. You know, we gotta make it delicious too, but we're gonna first focus on fucking stewing the shit out of this first. So we're gonna floor fingy.
Brock starts digging in his bag and he pulls out something that's been sitting in this inventory slot for a very long time.
Uh-oh.
Magic powders? Question marks? Something.
It's magic powdery. It's real powdery.
could magically tenderize this.
Or it'll be a bomb. Thanks to you.
Oh, I have fairy water as well.
Whatever this is, it'll be very magical, probably.
Oh, just enhance the magical proponents with the magical fingers. Yes, it'd be a wonderful idea.
I'm gonna empty the fairy water in this pot. Now I have a magic bottle that is empty.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put magic bottle that had fairy water.
In case that's ever relevant.
In case you never know.
You never know when residue becomes relevant mechanic all of a sudden.
Yeah, so I'm gonna push some fairy water in with the floor fingies. Fuck it, let's put that magic powder in there. We're not fucking using it. Let's go. I'm gonna make a magical ass broth. What?
I will say, yeah, adding a magical components to a thing that you're thinking is going to be something that gives you more of a magical touch is very good. Something that you think is going to give a magical property. Currently, that means you have
A carrot.
and a carrot.
It's good for your eyes, probably.
It's good for your eyes.
It'll aid in the magical perception of their target.
Sure, yeah.
Where's the powder? I pass it here. Oh, you have it already. Okay, hold on.
What was that?
I'm gonna put this token on it just so that we know that it's in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll just give
Okay.
you and then we'll just get rid of the part that says it has fairy water in it.
Yeah. Well, I put that had fairy water.
Oh, you did? Oh, never mind. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
That's I
on.
put that had fairy water.
There we go. Just take that.
Okay. There we go.
But yeah, you place in the ingredients, the magic powders and the fairy water. Whenever you add them in, start to swirl around, almost like you're adding that very thick, almost glittery like substance to things. It like starts to spread about eventually into the water, but mostly it's like doing almost a lava lamp sort of thing for a moment. You place the fingers in, it starts to darken different things, but as you look at the fingers themselves, it doesn't look like a lot of things happening to them at the moment. And then you add the special ingredient, the carrots, in at the very end of it.
Gotta give it a little bit of flavor.
It's got a flavor. It's got a flavor. You can't have it taste like
carrot?
fingers.
Or is it a banana?
Yeah,
It's a carrot.
it's a carrot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would they put a banana in there? That's just weird.
Yeah. I don't want my finger meat to taste like bananas.
It's just that'd be weird.
Why are you being so weird, Marco?
It'd be weird about our
Look,
finger
my
soup.
Legos not talk to anyone again. It's fine.
Maybe weird about our Texas chainsaw soup.
As you guys are putting your the things together inside of the pot, as Sierra is just sort of off brooding a little bit, as you find Ronan, you are getting your song very well. You feel the warmth of Obra just sort of leaning on you as you're doing so. You guys all start hearing barking.
Huh?
It is around that time you like look over toward where Gallon and Orion is, and you just see that there are a number of people in front of where Gallon is. Gallon at this point is mostly just like he seems to be sort of doing like little windy tricks at them. He's like, watch this, twirls around, grabs his hand, starts looking like he's taking his finger off.
Yeah,
Every time they brandish a weapon at him, he laughs at them. It's not going great, you don't think?
I just thought you were saying he has like 3 pebbles and he's like using wind to make them.
He's doing the avatar thing.
Yeah.
See, that would actually cause them to be excited. Currently, Gallon seems to be mostly playing with them, and every time they seem to like heighten their voices or like yell towards him, he seems to laugh at them, at which point Orion is barking at them even more. Around the time you approach, he goes, wait. He looks back. Guys, take me.
What?
Here, put my hand behind my back. At which point, one of the other ones grab him, just sort of roughly drag him back, like, no problem. At which point, he looks back.
You?
Okay.
What?
He motions toward where Brock and Orion are. Go.
You should probably let him go and leave.
Guys, no, guys, don't warn them. Go. Do it.
No, I'm gonna warn them.
Guys.
You should probably leave.
I'll have you know, we can't really leave without some way to leave with us. We could really use a carriage.
Oh, I see.
Both of you, do the thing. Do the thing, guys. Do it. Do it for me. It's my last hope.
Yeah, Brock's gonna do the thing where he gets really big. And just morph.
At which point, we also see
2 Mario power-up sounds playing simultaneously.
And now his big skeleton hand is gonna reach over, pick up Gallon.
What you say, Marco?
You know, never mind. This is funny.
So he's gonna go just gently pick up Gallon and put him on top of Orion.
Ah. You guys
lean down.
You guys find that as soon as you make your way to being large, A couple of them who are the closest seem to be in awe. A few of them run immediately. They're like, out of here.
And then he's gonna
The one
pull
holding
the hook.
Gallon lets him go as you grab him and then sort of stumbles back and runs.
He's just gonna like squat down, like squat down, just to look at these two. So you should probably go
Yeah,
and not come back.
I was thinking that maybe we didn't need a carriage actually after all. Oh yeah, we're like right outside the city, right? We can make our way back.
Right. But if I hear a carriage goes missing, I'll remember you a lot. Have a good night. Wave.
You find that they walk away as far as where the main road is, and then they start running. As they do, you do find that whenever they make their way away, Gallon looks over toward where the two of you are, steps off, seems to put something into his robes, and then goes, "That was a wonderful, wonderful thing. Guys, absolutely, positively stupendous."
What was that?
What is going on over there?
Apollo! I was almost kidnapped and sold away.
Oh, that happened to me once almost.
What?
Maybe they were the same people.
Oh.
If they were, we should probably go and get them. I don't think they were gonna try. I think they were mostly trying to steal our carriage, though.
Seemed like it.
I mean, that would have also been terrible, absolutely.
For them,
Absolutely.
yes.
Completely crazy what they would do. Like, honestly, being a highwayman must be just the absolute roughest of professions. Completely
So
barbaric.
what did you hide in your robe, Gallon? What you put away? I just saw it.
Oh, none.
So you stole from the highwayman, I see.
He pulls out he pulls out what appears to be a wallet. He then puts it onto the ground. He then pulls out a second wallet and puts it onto the ground. He then pulls out 3 more wallets and put them onto the ground. They just sort of just showed themselves. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, to be fair, with the money,
So many compasses.
they weren't very smart or good at anything.
Yeah, I was about to sneak up on them like Sheikah have, really spook them out, but I think y'all had it covered.
I mean, to be fair, they probably had enough money in here to get a carriage, like at least to procure one for like a rent or something.
Why would they be stealing?
Because they suck.
Because then they can use their money for something else, like frivolities.
That don't make any sense.
Well,
Either
think
way.
about it. Well, think about it, Brock. You need a carriage, but you only have money for a carriage, and you're also a low life braggart, and you want to spend it on frivolities instead. And now you've come across travelers that have a cart, and they don't need it as much as you do they?
Well, I don't know. I should probably ask them.
See,
So
that's
we
what a
should
good
give them our
person would
cart.
do. No. A good person would probably consider, well, that's their cart, so they need it, and I should just go procure my own. But a bad person would think, well, I need a cart, but I want frivolities, and there's a cart right there, and I think I need it more.
That seems awfully dangerous.
Oh, very much so.
I mean, I probably could have eaten them. It's like, oh, I fit them in my mouth. That would have been terrible for them.
I think there are various ways of how to deal with people with ill intent. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm gonna get rid of the signs.
Signs.
Time?
What signs?
He seems to walk off toward the road.
What?
Signs?
What? Did you put up? Step.
You see Gallon when you make your way toward the road. Seems to be dragging his foot across parts of the road as you note that there are arrows on the road leading to the campsite.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Who did you?
Hmm?
Why?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
No.
There we go. There we are.
Why did you draw arrows to where we're having our camp?
Oh, they had said that we didn't have to really worry about things, that people around here are most likely gonna just immediately run away whenever they see any sign of trouble. So I'm like, hey, might as well take away their stuff. Then they won't have to go and do anything else, anybody else, right? They get traumatized and we get their stuff.
Are we villains? Looks to Paula.
No, sweet baby. No, sweet baby boy, no. They're villains.
But you led them into a trap to steal from them.
Yeah, but you had nothing to do with that.
Are you that bored?
Hmm?
Are you bored?
I wouldn't say bored, no.
What are we going to do with all this money?
He looks over to it. It's not that much.
Well, how much is it then?
He shrugs, goes to turn over the things. You guys do find. I believe that I had it to where the highwayman here, going back to the fucking long time ago fucking thing that I have here. Loot tables. If you were to get money rewards from them, literally 250 rupees.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, now we see why they were willing to steal a cart. They don't even have enough money for one.
Is a cart that expensive? It's just wood.
Well,
I mean,
you also
there's
have to pay
the
for the
labor to create
animals.
it.
Yeah, the animals, the labor. He looks back over towards you, Polo. It's not that I'm bored. I don't know. I feel weird.
Weird?
I feel weird leaving them alone. Apparently this road's supposed to be really dangerous, but it's also the road leading to your place. Whenever
Do you think?
Whenever they told me how dangerous it was, I just thought, while we're making our way there, why not make it a little bit less dangerous?
I see.
And,
I
put a spin on it
understand
like I always do.
now. Right. Apologies for thinking you might have had a little bit more nefarious purposes.
It's not that I wasn't doing it because I thought it would be funny, but it's also... He looks around. You want to come back here, right? And I'm gonna come back here with you, probably.
Maybe I will too.
And maybe
this
Brock
wasn't-
will too.
While this wasn't the route that I took when I left home, it was a little treacherous in its own way. I think trying to avoid danger had extended the duration of my way here up until I got lost in the woods. And if what Brother Vega said was true, it is full of many a vagabond.
And I think it's good that those vagabonds see the faces of the people that are going to rule over this place, right? So they, stop that. Show them you, show them Brock, show them your brothers. Let them know that they can't just take things from the roads anymore.
Wouldn't it be better to find the root cause of why they're bandits and then solve that one instead of trying to scare them straight?
Yeah, but we don't have time for that.
Oh.
Well, there are many things that can lead to what they say is a life of crime. Usually it stems from necessities. You don't have money for food, you don't have money for water, you don't have money for resources that you need to live. So it starts with stealing that. Then some people get a bit more auspicious than others. Well, if I can steal what I need, then let me steal what I want.
Oh.
That's basically true.
So we should get rid of money.
Sierra makes their way up behind Polo.
Oh,
That's basically true with most peoples out there. A lot of them just don't know where to go, what to do. They are either born to a position where they can't feel like they can move up despite being talented, or maybe they feel that they're untalented or unwanted or unneeded. That isn't all of them, obviously, but it's why we were able to grab as many people as we were able to and take over that nearly abandoned town.
I mean, I don't know how true it is, but they say that the merchant city on Spectacle Rock initially was a band of thieves, but then decided that once they created their own economy, to relieve themselves of a life of crime. Although there are still some nefarious businesses that are there.
I feel bad for scaring them all away. We could have helped them.
Well,
Just because they have starts in ways that are potentially for survival doesn't mean that all of them are like that. And it doesn't make it correct either. Whenever we got together, my group, we had originally been ones who were just brigands stealing from everywhere we go. Eventually, we were able to more become merchants, I suppose would be the best way to put it. We scounged around and scavenged, but we never stole, at least to my knowledge. Looks back to Riley O'Malley. But that doesn't mean that there aren't people out there who are in a position where they are less fortunate or in a position where they have to do these things. They could even be listening to somebody out there who are worse. Maybe they have a leader or something who wants them to do things or has a quota for them to do things. Either way, it isn't going to be as simple as scaring 5 bandits off no matter what.
I suppose you're right, but no.
That's why I took their money, though.
But if we don't help them, who's gonna? If someone doesn't do it and just pushes it off, it's never gonna change.
Well, I'm hoping
no
they
one
come
said-
back for it.
besides, no one said we're not going to help them. It's just, right now, they need to be willing to work with us. It's something you can address, but it's another to eventually take the steps in order to fix, and even then, there will always be those that stray from the path.
I'm sorry. Looks over to Gallon.
Don't-
You said you're hoping they come back for it? Nods.
Why?
Because then they'll come back with more people, right? Or if they do find that there was a big bad skeleton man that stopped them from showing up, maybe they'll come back with some of their stronger people. Or maybe even the big boss himself. We don't have time to go and find them, but if they want to get their stuff back, or if they want to make sure that this place remains theirs, he shrugs.
They might see us being here as an affront to their territory claim.
Well, you're not stole from them.
Like I said, we're not planning on going and looking for them, but if they just so happen to go where we're going...
If by some unlikely reason they end up coming back here after that stunt, I suppose there's no help in what'll happen next.
So, what you're saying is you're wanting to have them go where we're going. To Polo's family's place.
Her mother's grave's at.
I was more thinking... Oh.
I mean,
For someone who reads lots of books, you're not very bright.
I mean, I could stay here.
That's not a solution.
what would be the possibility that they have found my old home and taken over it?
No.
How long have you been gone?
I would like to say it's been a couple months now.
Probably unlikely. It's not some big fancy castle, right?
If you remember, a few of those months happened while you were in the Lost Woods. Or a few of those, a little bit of that time was. If you remember Vega had said that you had been missing for a little while.
For a month. Yeah.
Whenever you were in the woods, you were there for like maybe a week.
Yeah. I say a couple months because I know that it took Vega a month from her leaving to when he came up for all of that. And
so
then
it would have taken you a month to get to it would have taken you a month to get to the Lost Woods. You would have lost a month in the Lost Woods.
Yeah.
You would have then gone through everything you guys have been going through, which, if you remember correctly, before the time skip was around 2 months. And then there was a 2-month time skip whenever you guys were doing all your things. And it's been a week since then, so it's been around 5-6 months.
Yeah. So a couple of months was correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say if I was to round it up, I'd want to say about 5 or 6 months. So about half a year. Goodness, it's been half a year.
Did you have any animals or anything you were taking care of?
Well, the flock of sheep sort of came and went. My mother mostly took care of them, but once I had decided to leave, I had looked for a suitable buyer. But they did once in a while find a way home, and I'd have to try to give them back again.
So people did know that you lived there then?
I mean, it was previously also a manor.
Well, is it still a manor? Like its own little manor that was owned by your father, or?
It has 2 sections to it. There is a farmhouse on the outside, and then there is a sort of mansion, sort of fortress kind of thing built into the mountain.
It's a bit of a mountain
It's not
fortress.
it's not like as big as like a castle or anything, but it's like a fort.
It's a sizable place, but not a castle or. I think a small mansion is a good humble way of putting it, with some farmstead.
If they knew it was abandoned, then I wouldn't say it would take them very long at all to go into a place like that. If it was relatively fortified, then most likely they would go there quite quickly. If there were already animals there, most likely they would at least have a way to either sustain themselves or to get some kind of coin. You may have, if there is a substantial amount of banditry or any kind of highwaymen around here, you may have inadvertently given them a fortress.
Oh dear. I mean, before, most people stayed away from it because it was, a fortress that housed 3 powerful demons. I mean, the sheep would be okay. They would have stopped coming back.
Are we gonna need a battering ram to get into your house?
Your brother said that they were going to be on their way here, right? We can probably assume they'll be here shortly after we get here. We could potentially wait for them if you want. It would give us another day to prepare, just in case there is anything there. Or we can make our way there immediately and settle things. It didn't seem like they were that strong, seeing what Galen and the others just did.
I would rather not take up too much of the limited time we have left. Besides, it's not like we haven't dealt with the occasional bandit here or there.
My worry is, if they did already know that this place was a housing of powerful demons, why did they think they could take it over if they did? Would they have any protections against demonic forces?
I mean, we're mostly just going on speculation, aren't we?
It's true.
So
They don't have to be there. We are a day out from it still. It could still be a decent ways away.
Are you sure that you don't need me to make a battering ram? Because I got a great idea for one. It has a fancy dragon head on the front.
Oh, we don't want to break anything.
I can fix it, maybe. What's your door made out of?
It's kind of fortressy, like a little fortressy manor.
I can fix the door. Probably.
We can't assume the worst. But we should prepare for it otherwise.
I think we should go immediately. If they do have something that could be useful against demons, then we should clear them out before your brothers get here, right?
Right.
You and Brock are probably demon-y enough for whatever it is going to be that they're going to do, but at the same time, you guys are pretty strong, right? And you have all of us.
No, I'm pretty sure if something holy hits me, I'll just disintegrate.
Oh.
I think. No. I'm not sure what I am. I'm pretty sure I'm a demon.
Here, hold on. Can you shrink?
Okay. We make a new state. We need a new state for big and small.
It's a lot easier. I can climb up you a lot easier. I'll run defense on you, big guy. Let's go. Let's go let the other guys know, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And if any of you get like some holy water or something thrown at you, I'll throw it back full charge. I can't make water, but I can like splash him with water and then like hit him with like a holy thing, you know?
I mean, I've consumed holy water before.
Well, there you go. See, you're not going to disintegrate. He won't disintegrate, right?
I'm a half demon.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different.
I just have to say, when he said throw it back, I thought he meant dancing.
How dare you start throwing it back?
I did not know you became a paladin.
More like a dancer.
You never heard the oath of throwing it back?
Well, let's go let the others know, see what they think. You guys make your way back toward the main group. It's around this time that Riley O'Malley will be handing out the little meat skewers. Ronan, you and Obra are still sort of a little bit off from everybody, but you do have meat skewer in hand. You were given one. At this point, you guys all note that Brock and Gallon and Polo and Sierra make their way back. Gallon at this point makes his way right over and grabs one of the skewers before immediately just handing it off toward Orion.
Takes the skewer.
Orion shrinks and has skewer.
No.
Guys, a little bit of a problem. I might have did an oops or I did a great. I'm not sure which one yet.
Pretty sure it was an oops.
Let's go. He's either fucked us over or he's done something good. I'm not sure yet.
Is it a coin flip most of the time with that, or is this like a unique thing happening here?
Everybody is given skewers and everybody is surrounding.
So what'd you do?
Well, it's gonna sound a lot better if I say it. So let's have one of them say it.
What'd he do?
He. How do we put that? He just pushes Polo forward.
Gallon, had thought that, you know, this path
with the
could
purest
be
of intentions.
With the most benevolent of intentions.
Brock is shaking his head no behind them.
Just Brock is like right behind her.
with the bright,
Seeing Brock shaking head is just Hosier looking like he's getting a pair of manacles out.
the most benevolent of intentions, Gallon had thought, well, this path could be rather treacherous, since of retellings of the path to the north being a little bit dangerous, and had decided it would be a very introspective idea to create waypoints that led potential bandits to our camp with the purpose of engaging with them in a way that would intimidate them and bring them to our camp.
What?
You lured bandits to our camp.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
with
I
the
thought
purest
you-
of intentions.
It didn't occur to you that they might come and get us while we're sleeping?
We have
can't do
Orion.
anything?
Orion doesn't sleep, and Brock probably doesn't, right? Do you sleep, Brock?
Oh no, it hasn't happened yet.
See?
That was
No.
why Orion was barking earlier.
I'm glad it's that. I thought y'all were about to say that you were pregnant or something. But like the seriousness that y'all put it.
What?
He just shrugs. I don't know,
What?
the kind of vibe was off. I didn't know it was just be bandits.
Marco, if that ever does
Yes.
happen, you will be the last to know.
I mean, yeah, if it's like off in the future when we're done with all this bullshit, I'll probably be off in a dungeon somewhere when that kind of happens. So yeah.
In that case, you'll be the first to know. That way, like, you'll know whenever you're like in the middle of a fight or something. That'd be really funny to me. And then you have to rush your way out and get back to us. Marco, you're gonna be the first one to know.
Well, I'm glad that burning question's been answered.
So now
So-
the bandits know where we are.
Look, hear me out. The thing with it is, they're just stupid bandits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And potentially like a bandit lord or something that's like over the bandits.
So like I'm not afraid of some bandit lord. We were already dealing with the epitome of evil in like next
Yeah.
week.
I'm just more annoyed that now we're gonna have to be on the lookout for him all night, is mostly my thing.
Unfortunately for us, that's probably not the thing we have to worry about.
What's,
What I think that Galen didn't think on before doing things is that most likely they're going to try to follow us to where we're going, or they're already there because it's been vacant for around half a year. Where we're going is a farmstead that has some kind of a fort attached to it that used to be housing 3 powerful demons. If they're already there, and they've already taken that place over, they're either incredibly stupid, or they have some way to fight against demons. Meaning, we should probably take them out before anything, if they have already done that, before Polo's brothers get there. Or if they follow us to that place, then they're going to know where Polo's family are, which is the absolute worst case scenario, because that means that we are leading them there instead of them already being there, Galen. I've already said I could stay here.
I don't think that's really gonna solve anything at this point.
I mean, if they're just after their stuff again, I can just be right here and
They might
So
not
you-
just be after their stuff, though.
I don't
is
think
the
I
thing.
don't think they're going to raid a camp for 250 rupees, Galen.
I was hoping they had more. So, the main issue now is, if they are already there, that means they're most likely stronger than the average bandit. They probably have some kind of anti-demon countermeasures, and most likely they've taken over the fort that Polo's father had attached to their farmland. If they are not already there, then that does mean at least we can use the fort for ourselves. That being said, we will most likely have to make sure that every bandit that goes there is taken in to somewhere. Meaning, whenever we make our connection back toward the manor back in Hyrule Castletown, we should probably go ahead and take them through toward either Lon Lon or somewhere else so that they can be dealt with. And they don't go back and tell even more of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it sounds to me if things are going to be this complicated, I mean, we just need a little bit more time, right?
A bit more time.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Want a bit more time for what?
Well, you've got that song, don't you, Ronan?
Which song are you talking about?
The one that sets us back to the previous morning. If we
Oh, I
needed
mean-
more time to deal with this, like we at least have that.
I guess we could try that.
That's something you had in your back pocket this whole time.
Yeah, I used it once in the Lost Woods, and it didn't matter because it didn't work.
Oh, why is it going to work now?
So if we use it
Well, not in the Lost
here,
Woods.
Not taking over the world.
if we use it here, we'll go back in time to yesterday morning, at which point Gallum wouldn't have already pissed off those bandits, and we can avoid the absolute worst case scenario. It'll also
Yeah,
give
It
us
would
another
still mean
day.
that it would still mean he's going to, but we'll be behind the point where he did it. So we could get there faster.
No, I got an idea for that. Believe me.
What?
I'll just stop me from doing it.
Wouldn't
Don't.
By staying
just-
here, wouldn't that cause a paradox?
well,
Orion
Well,
thinks it's a
the-
great idea.
Orion thinks it's a wonderful idea.
I'm
Listen, we're
not.
not in the Lost Woods right now, so I don't know what that would actually do. That might actually break some
Maybe-
stuff that's important.
Would it do
What if it-
anything if
what
we
if
don't
it-
have a god over time?
Well, What
There
if
is no
what if
goddess
it-
of time.
she's on vacation?
Who
That doesn't mean
who
that time doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, but does the magic still work?
The magic
Is the-
works, most likely. I mean, we've already used certain bits of it.
Hmm.
What if it just physically puts us all back to where we were yesterday
How?
morning?
It would put us here a day ago. is
I have
how
an idea.
imagine it works.
Oh,
We could do that, and just before we leave the camp, we put a sign right here that says Gallon no.
Oh, I was gonna write it in the sky.
we're gonna put down a sign.
Literally died.
Realistically speaking, Alan, would that sign stop you?
I would be really curious about it if I wrote it in the sky, and I'd be like, holy crap.
But what if it was just an actual sign? Just or some sort of note or something.
Depends on who wrote it.
What if I wrote it?
Hmm.
What if I said, please, Gallon, I know this is going to sound suspect because the Polo that is with you has not written this letter, but it is the Polo of the future telling you, please, no.
It's a big sign.
I'm gonna need a lot more wood for that sign.
I could leave a... One of us is carrying paper currently, are we not? Or we can just write it on the ground.
I have paper.
See?
If you left me a note, then I mean, I'd probably listen to you. You should probably tell me to get rid of all the other signs I made.
What other
Yes.
sign?
The arrows and everything,
Oh,
markings.
yeah, I thought you made even more signs that we weren't aware of.
And that's even if we even do that. I'm not sure exactly how the song is going to work. Like, does it mean that we can meet each other, or are we just there now?
I've never used it before, so I don't know.
You used it once.
I-
you
well,
first
it
got it.
doesn't really count because it didn't work.
It kind of worked. It sent me and Roki to the future, if I remember right.
That's a different song. We're talking about the one to go back in time, not the one to go
It-
forward.
It's the
Well,
same song. It
yes.
takes you to either the next day or the previous day.
Intent.
Oh, you're talking. I thought you were talking about the Twisted Song of Time.
No, the Song of Time takes you to either the next dawn or the previous dawn.
Oh, okay.
There's only one way for us to discover the true power behind the song, then.
Is this what we want to do? Do we want to?
Best case scenario, we can avoid the worst case scenario by using the song. I don't see the reason not to try it.
All right. Sure.
If it fails, then we're in the same position we're in now, right?
And if there's two of me, that would be even weirder.
And I guess, yeah, let's try it.
Let's find out.
How many people can I do this with?
Currently, I believe that you can use things with up to 6 people. However, you do have other things to help you do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Currently, there are 10 here. I believe you can do it with 10 at this point because you have the heckin' the fucking.
I don't have the fairy heart.
Not the fairy heart.
That's
Yeah.
what you're thinking.
No, the oracle. I'm trying to remember what I called it. The fucking oracle power up.
I don't. I'm an oracle. That's why it does it?
No, the main thing with it is because you are an oracle, you can literally change up things on them like that. Like for
I
you,
don't know if you've ever shown me that ability.
For you in particular, because you said that you were going to be the oracle that is not Oracle of Time or anything like that. You are the Oracle of Heart, I believe.
Peace.
That's it. You do not have any specific thing over time. That being said, you are able to, just like any other oracle, make different changes to songs. So the big thing you can do is whenever you are doing your oracle things, the ones that take a lot of time, you can essentially take more time to do things. Currently, you do not have Z, you do not have any other people to do group recital with. So I don't think you actually can do it, because you'd need to do it with 6 people. Let me look at Song of Time real quick. Short answer 1 minute. 1 flower up to 6 targets. Yeah, I don't think you can do it. You have to do it in two kind of bursts at that point.
I guess I could send some people back first.
Yeah.
And
So
then
basically,
send the
you'd
rest
have
of
to
us back
send
after.
6, and then you'd have to go.
Yeah.
And you'd have to hope at that point that you don't like send yourself to a different fucking timeline or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a little tricky. I'm gonna have to send 6 of you back first. And you're gonna have to not do literally anything.
Oh man. No, you're going
until
second.
The rest of us get there.
I'll go first.
You're going with us. Oprah just walks over to Gallon, grabs Gallon. The rest of you won't do anything when you get there.
I will volunteer to go first.
Okay.
It gives also those fingers extra time to stew.
Sure.
Unless they won't be stewing when we get back here, then you'd have to do it again.
I mean,
I'll be taking the pot with me.
At that point, we'd have to think that all of our clothes will disappear if we go back in time. I don't think that's the case.
Well,
God, I hope that's not the case.
Personally, I don't have the concept of shame yet, so
I will also
That'll
go.
be fine.
I will also go first.
All right, cool. Jose, Polo, Brock, you said you wanted to go first, right?
Yeah,
All right.
this will be fun.
Since Sierra,
We'll go as well. Motions over toward Riley.
okay, okay, you're the 6 that go first then.
All right, goodbye.
See you in it's 8 hours ago. And he'll start playing.
It'll take you an hour to perform the song. However, you are an oracle. This is what I was trying to mean earlier, which means you basically can do it in half the time.
Okay.
So it takes you about 30 minutes, and you see the 6 people in front of you disappear.
Okay. And then he will start playing for the 4 of them.
Marco.
And also the 2 or do we want to take the boar and the carriage with us? Can we even do
Yes.
that? Okay, yeah, then we'll do that too. The boar will be the extra 2.
Let's go, boar.
We should name it.
As you send yourselves back, we are now left in a timeline completely separate from the others, where you guys disappeared from it, at which point Ganon wins. I'm just saying, that's what Nintendo says happens, so that's what happens here too. Anyway.
That's not what happens here too.
No, that's what happens, Ganon. That's what Nintendo says. It happens. That's how time works.
Nintendo is dumb. Nintendo doesn't know shit about shit.
The rise of Ganon.
we just created the basketball timeline. Where we got fed up and went to play basketball instead.
You know, I didn't think we would go for this when I suggested it.
Oh no, it's very
Got
funny.
me
I'm
up.
I'm glad it happened. I did not expect it either, but I'm glad it happened. Group 1.
Yeah.
You will find yourselves back exactly where you guys were standing, only at the dawn of the previous day. As you guys stand there, there is no campfire ahead of you. There is no nothing about you. You guys currently stand there looking off and around. You also take note, there isn't an immediate return of your allies.
Hmm.
Great. Given what we
Huh.
understand of time stuff, they should appear at the dawn, meaning right now, right?
Is time relative?
Don't. Mm,
Hmm.
Hmm.
You know, I don't think scholars have gotten this far yet in trying to answer these questions about time. So, does that mean that we're coming here right now, or? I mean, we didn't find us before when we got here.
We shouldn't be here for another almost a full day at this point, right?
Right.
No matter what, we should make that note. Looks over toward
Right.
Polo.
Hmm?
We should make that
No.
note for Gallon, right?
yes. I will. I'll try to be as specific as possible. I think.
Hmm.
I feel like if we pique his curiosity too much, then he will be a little bit mischievous and put his twist on things.
As you guys sit for a bit, preparing for things going down, Polo writing down the message. Ronan, Marco,
Mhm.
Obra, Gallon, Boars. You guys also
is us.
appear right at this point. You guys take note. You guys are here alone.
So where's everyone else? Hey guys, you guys here?
Uh-oh.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
They should just be right here.
Hmm.
Did they walk off or something?
I mean, probably.
I don't know if they would do that.
Nah, they're adventurous little scamps.
I mean, I specifically asked them not to, but that's,
You see,
I mean,
despite the fact that Gallon is speaking with his normal Gallonisms, he is flipping through frantically what is left over of his book of time. It's like, nah, they're rambunctious little fucking scamps.
it is like daytime, right? Like it's not
Yes,
night anymore.
It is.
There's no campfire here.
There is no campfire here. You are currently at the previous, from what you can tell, dawn.
I don't get it.
So, I don't know what's going on. This is... Someone could make an argument that this is my fault.
Okay, yeah.
But I think that we should not point fingers and instead figure out what we have to do here, right?
Okay, yeah. So let's do that.
Okay. So, I think that they're here.
Here, as in,
Right here, where we are.
yeah. I don't see them though, so that's not true.
Mm-hmm. I think that they're right. I don't know how best to put it. I think that we are here together.
Looks around.
Don't look for them. That just gonna make me sound crazier. Don't look. Don't look
You're
around.
sounding pretty crazy.
Just okay.
Alan, did we do the thing that I was fearing would happen?
No, Marco, you're
When-
never correct.
That's
When
not
we
true.
met up
Marco's
with the two that we wouldn't have met for another month.
No, Marco. No. Maybe Marco. That might. Marco.
Gallon, what the fuck?
So I have an idea.
Huh.
Let's do it again.
Explain.
Is that gonna work? I don't know, and I don't think so. No.
So you want me to play the same song,
Mhm.
take us back in
Uh-huh.
time again,
Yes.
and that would solve what
Absolutely
exactly?
nothing, but I mean, if you try it and it works,
Or it could. Would it?
at the very least, we'll save ourselves 5 minutes of explanation. 35 minutes, because you'll take 30 minutes to play the song.
35 minutes.
35 minutes is a long time.
This better not break things more. If it is, no more listening to ideas from you.
I'm surprised that I've got this far.
It was my idea, to be fair.
Thank you, Marco.
No more listening to ideas from you.
Thank you, Marco.
Points to both of them.
Marco, I feel we're getting discriminated against.
I wonder why. Please gotta do it again. I
Hold
guess.
my hand, Marco. Oh my god. Someone take care of the pigs. Anyway. You play it again.
Yeah.
You find yourself in the exact same spot.
It solved absolutely nothing. You were entirely right about that. No more ideas from you.
Wait. I don't think I get what he meant by it. Now, if we wait here a whole day, he'll appear in the next song.
Marco, you're a genius. Ronan, send us back a day.
No, we wait here for the full 24 hours.
Is this because there's no goddess of time? Did we do this? Is this what happens when there's no goddess of time?
So what Marco's saying, Ronan,
What?
what Marco is saying is that we are now back another day, right?
Is that how it?
I don't think that's how it worked, no. Oh, but if it
I thought-
isn't,
I think that just took us back 35 minutes. It didn't take us back 35
But
minutes
it-
and also 24 hours.
I understand that. But if we didn't, and that, Marco, that's dumb. It didn't work. It just took us back 35 minutes, Marco.
Why wouldn't it work though? Why are we not 2 days back now? Why not?
Because it takes us back to the most recent dawn, which was 35 minutes ago.
I fucking hate magic.
We're gonna go back to the other group. Polo, Brock, you guys sit there for a little bit. You guys write the message to Gallon. As you write the message to Gallon, you place it down onto the ground around where you guys think you guys will start making your campfire. As you do, Ronan and Marco, you guys see a message appear onto the ground.
The message. Look,
Message! The thing! Is it from me in the past?
It's the message Polo was gonna write you. Yes.
Oh, it's Polo. Hold on, I want to see it. Can I have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
It's for me. It's addressed to me. Give it.
He hands it over.
Oh, Polo. I'm never gonna see you again, am I? All because the goddess of time went on a vacation.
How does that even work?
So it.
Everyone calm down. I think what Galen said earlier, through his panicked ramblings, were somewhat correct. We might be in the same place as the others. Hold on.
But because of the magic, we can't see them right now.
Obra goes forward, and with their foot, they write down in the dirt in front of them the word Polo. Polo! After you place down the message, you then see writing in the dirt around where the message is, where it says Polo.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh dear. I don't
Did
know
we-
if this bodes well.
Did we break time?
I really hope we didn't.
Picks up the note.
No, it literally is just in the dirt
Oh, okay.
because Hosier has all the paper.
So wait, the note disappeared and then
No,
reappeared.
the note is still there. They wrote in the dirt.
Oh, they wrote in the dirt.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I
It's just
misunderstood.
Polo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
have they gone further back than we did?
Ask
Where
them if
are we?
Ask them if the pig, if the boars are okay.
We should name
Just-
them.
Just grabs just a random stick on the floor. Just writes, "Are the boars okay?" Gallon? Question mark.
Marco, Ronan, are the boars okay? Gallon? Question mark. Ronan? Question mark.
He writes a present, and then he writes yes.
Yes.
Brock is going to write, "Hi, Marco. I felt bad because I didn't say your name either."
Marco, you see this?
Thank you, Brock.
Yeah, you already.
Obra, no one felt bad because your name wasn't there. Obra, how does that make you feel? Shut up, Gallon.
Also, I did mention Obra because I know she's too confident for that kind of thing.
Thank you. Thank you, Brock.
So Ronan, the song. What does it like? It specifically do if we're tactically both groups are here, why can't we not see them?
Well, strangely enough, this didn't come with the manual.
The Song of Time did not come with a manual on
Guys,
how it works.
it's okay. I have the manual.
It's almost.
It's
torn to
right
shreds.
here. He holds up the Tome of Time.
Yes, the Tome of Time, the one that you ripped up.
I
in order
ripped
to give
some of it
people
up.
peace.
We just have to hope I didn't rip up the pages that have to do with whatever's going on now, right?
Well, go ahead, boy, read.
He writes in the ground. Polo, can I have the glasses?
What?
Oh,
The speed reading glasses?
Yeah.
Wow, we're just gonna assume she has that.
You're usually the one that kept having it, so.
No, she gave it to him a long time ago because he was the one making more use of it.
You just write in there.
Oh, right.
You have those.
Yeah.
Right, you're right. I do have those. I just wanted to see Polo message me. Puts on glasses, sits down on the ground. Hey guys, if I make a butt print, can they see it?
I would assume yes.
Just read the book,
see a
Alan.
print.
Just the anger. The anger.
We see a print on the ground, and then just like a couple inches away from that said print, we see the little pointies of like the charms on his cape.
oh, he sat down.
This is.
He seems to be scooching it back and he's leaving an imprint. Yes.
I'm assuming we can see where Brock's giant feet
Yeah.
are in the dirt.
Sure, yeah.
Steps around Gallon. He's really making an indent.
He's predating
Ronan
around
just
me.
will, like run his hand through that space.
Right.
We're
You better not be getting your cape dirty.
Ronan,
What was
you
that,
move
Ronan?
your hand to where Brock should be. I would like you to roll me for your magic, please.
Oh, okay, cool. I will put in a goddess point because why not? Yeah, that's not bad.
I like to think that when he shrinks, he becomes even heavier because he just becomes compact.
19.
A 19. Oh, right, because I was looking at your spirit. 19. Oh shit. Ronan, you feel something.
Oh,
Do I feel something?
Nope.
Cool.
I think I got him. I got Brock. I think.
Look, do something with it.
I will yank on the cloak that he's wearing.
Hmm. Oh! Oh dear.
Brock.
Looks around. Huh? What? Huh? What?
What
Brock!
just happened?
He just
Well,
bought.
okay.
He just hold 1 second. He just goes around the Gallon, writes in the dirt in front of his butt imprint. Ronan did it.
Oh.
Ronan did his butt?
Just like takes a moment
Please,
and
Miss
just
Sierra.
sits next to the butt groove. Sits right next to the butt groove and then just writes with her finger in the dirt. Excuse me? Question mark.
There she is! Grab her, Ronan!
Ronan will go over to where he just saw the new butt print be added and try to reach for whoever that is.
Ronan, you feel something.
I will heckin' grab hold and yank. There she is.
Follow!
What the?
It's all right. Ronan's fixing
How-
his mistake.
Oh.
I
see.
will not stand for that.
It's actually a good job that we're
So
pulling
how
you
are
guys.
you-
It's actually a good job we're pulling you guys here because I'm not sure if we can pull a carriage there.
So
I mean, like you
how
guys
are
might
you-
be able to, but
What? How is this working? What are you doing?
I
You're just
don't know,
yanking
I'm just
it and-
running for things, and I'm grabbing them, and I'm yanking on them.
All right. We still have Miss
Oh.
Sierra and Mr.
Oh, that's easy
Riley
then.
and
you
Mr.
see in front
it's
of where
easy.
Polo was, there is just a kick up of dirt happening over and over and over and over.
Orion's right here.
Brock is going to.
Okay, I will reach for Orion, and I will grab him and pull him through.
Brock's just gonna make a big X on the ground and just write "Stand here."
You first. Oh my god.
Ronan will grab you and bring you to us. This is Polo.
Yeah, Ronan did it.
But Ronan's the one pulling people, is he not?
Fixing his mistakes.
Scribble.
The back of Gallon's head, there is just a fish slap from Oprah. Ow!
I'll reach for 2 of the 3 people and just yank them through simultaneously.
You are able to collect all of the people over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
As you do, Ronan, you find after you grab the last person, which is Hosier, you are able to now see, almost looking about where you are, like almost in the side of your vision, what appears to be not a tear, but almost like a crack in your vision. As you look over to it, you feel like you can move it if you want.
What is this?
And the more you move your head around, the more like you turn around and like move about, you can still see it.
freaky.
Well, what? What did Gallon do?
I don't know. Probably something.
I am pretry great.
Slap.
That wasn't meant to be a compliment.
Ow, yours hurts more. Polo, they're being mean.
I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna touch it.
You guys see Ronan disappear.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Ronan,
oh dear.
you stand what appears to be, whenever you are on this side, you see almost what appears to be like a film over top of the area that you're sitting at. You find as you look around, there isn't any people. You don't see them per se, but you can feel that they're there. You find as you do this, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Turning that down a lot. This is fascinating.
Whoa. Who? Hi. Hello. Who are you?
I suppose I haven't spoken to you in quite a long time, have I? You are
Oh.
Ronan, correct?
Yeah. And you're.
I'm the
you're-
goddess of time.
Yeah. Sorry I broke it.
You broke time.
I don't know if it was. I don't know.
No,
it
you
seems to
are.
be broken.
You are perfectly fine. The place that you are in seems to be all your own.
Huh?
I believe that since you had talked to me last, you have gained more power, have you not?
Well, yeah.
Ronan, this small pocket, I believe, is yours.
What?
Let me talk to him. No, you can't. Let me talk to him. No, I'll be right back.
Hi.
Hello, Ronan.
Sorry, you were saying?
This place that you found yourself is connected to the very essence of time. I believe it is probably since you have touched so many of my artifacts. You remember when you were collecting them for me, correct?
Yeah.
I believe that since you had touched them all without returning them to me, you are still being affected by them. The tome, the ocarina. Whenever you are using abilities that you ought not, it appears that you have somehow awoken a new power. We'll call this a pocket of time.
Okay. So, what does that mean? What does this mean?
Usually I'm able to understand quite a lot about things, but I am not currently connected to the sacred realm. We're on vacation. We are on vacation.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I hope you're having a great time.
We are down inside of the southern forest. I don't need to tell you that, sorry. Either way, I'm not entirely sure how it can be of use to you, but this seems to be a place where you can potentially be without worry of enemies.
Is this... So, could I... Could
I'm
I
not
walk
sure.
over there, touch it again, and come out over there on the other side?
I believe you should be able to return to your area you were at before the pocket anytime, yes.
Okay, so if I walk over there, touch it, I go back to where I was before I touched it the first time.
I cannot be sure that no one else can do anything to you in this state, but you should be unaffected by most things while you're in your pocket.
I'm gonna feel around. I'm gonna go over to where I know Brock was,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna touch.
You can touch Brock. Do you want to come out?
Let's put a pin on that for just a sec.
You do not feel it's very similar to the area the area before. You kind of touch Brock, but there isn't, like, Brock doesn't seem to notice you touch him.
Okay. Okay, weird. Can I bring him in here?
Yeah, sure.
I will do it.
You seem to reach out and grab Brock. Brock, you disappear. And by disappear, I mean everybody else sees you disappear. You just get over there.
Oh,
Get over there, Brock.
Hey, Brock.
oh hi. I think whatever you did broke my eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks all filmy.
Oh, no, that's just how this looks. You're good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is not
Goddess
good.
of time is here.
Hmm?
Huh?
Oh, who was that? Hello?
Got
Spins around.
What is your name?
Oh, hi, I'm Brock.
Hello, Brock. Hello, Brock.
Hello, both of you, whoever you are. So, why me specifically? Am I here? Was it just Stephanie? Are we all gonna be?
I just reached around for the person with the most.
You see on the other side,
space.
there appears to be a Gallon on his knees in front of where Brock was. He seems to be calling up into the heavens. On the other side, no! Brock! He was so young!
He's so dramatic.
You guys can't hear him.
Well, I don't. He doesn't need to hear him to know that he's being dramatic. There's like a crack in the fabric of reality, right? We can see through it.
You
On
can
this side?
sort of see the other side.
Yeah.
Not entirely, but you can sort of see it. You can't see details. You see almost like silhouettes of the people.
I'm pretty sure that big blob of red is Gallon screaming into the heavens. He's so dramatic.
Yeah, he's always kind of been like that. So this is a weird place that apparently I can just go to now.
Oh, congratulations.
I will
don't know.
say, make use of it while you can.
Yeah?
If I were in the sacred realm, I would not allow something like this to exist.
That's
What?
probably for the best.
I, however, do not have any control over things right now, so
So,
my trust in you should be shown.
I am very grateful for it. Thank
Do
you very
not
much.
misuse this.
You got it.
we'll only use it as much as we need to kill Gallon.
And remember, you are very connected to my magics here. Do not bring anything here that can harm me.
Well, it can hurt time.
What would those kinds of things be? So I
For
know
example,
not to bring them.
the one you wish to fight.
Oh, him.
Gotcha. Well, I definitely wouldn't bring a harmful person into this space to begin with, so...
Even things of malice, such as the monsters out there that are under his control, potentially could do something to this place.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
sure
good.
if that is true or not. I don't know exactly what will go down, but the fact that this place exists at all is most likely a mistake. But if it can be a
Well-
mistake that can help you, then I hope it does well by you. And unless it causes me any such pain, I will allow you to keep it.
Yeah, very
make
sweet.
it as easy on you as I can. What's up, Brock?
She's very sweet, this one.
Yeah, she's real cool.
Yeah, she's great. Shut up.
What was that one? Is that like 2-time
The
goddesses?
goddess of the sands.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the sands.
Ah, they're doing fine. You can't really mess with sand. I can turn it to glass.
You can. That's actually very interesting. You should have a glass industry. Lots of rupees in that, probably. I don't know if people like glass.
Either way, I will attempt to dissociate from this. That being said, if you need anything, this is potentially the only place you can find me. Do me a favor and don't need me. But you
I
can use
will-
this space as much as you need.
Thank you very much. I will do my best.
Hmm.
Also, Sahao's here. You want to say hi?
Who is here?
Oh, do you not know her?
Oh, they're talking about the river goddess. The one that was in the oasis, correct?
Yeah.
One sounds so far away and echoey. One sounds like they're right next to me.
Are you not being echoey for them? Why? They already know that we're not like some otherworldly being, right?
So it's a
we
thing
don't
you
have to be.
turn on and off?
But you should though. It's not. But
Oh no, I understand. If I could do that all the time, I would.
we're beings of mystery and mystique. And did you turn off my echoey?
Do you adjust my settings?
I would never have done that for you. Just try not to need us, and I'm going to disperse now.
Okay, it was nice meeting both of you.
Goodbye, Brock. Goodbye, Brock. How come you get to be echoey? They disappear.
I like them.
They're fun. We should probably let the others know we're not dead.
Is he still screaming?
Yeah,
He's
it looks like he's still going at it.
They were very
Ronan's gonna
interesting. I did not expect to see them as excitable.
Did you forget to turn off the
Oh,
thing?
my echoey is always on.
No, I thought you were just not talking and you didn't mean for us to hear it. Okay.
So sometimes it is intentional.
My echoey is always on. I am still connected to my godly abilities. Especially now that I have been with Ronan as long as I have, I've actually gained back quite a large amount of my power.
Oh, okay. I was confused as to who was speaking.
Oh yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
realize it was Sahao.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to travel throughout all the different realms, become the hero of time, and save my friends from this fate that they've befallen themselves.
Gonna poke his head out.
Hey guys!
Hey! Gonna pull Brock through with him.
Okay. Okay, everything's normal again.
Well,
Bye.
hero of time. I did it.
You fell to your knees and screamed for a few minutes.
And now you're back.
So the goddess of time and signs are very cute.
Yeah, they're nice. I like them.
Anyway.
Oh, they're in there. Never take me over there.
Oh, now I kind of really want to though.
I don't think you do, Ronan. I don't think you want to do that.
He just hides behind them.
Did you already like finish your thing for them?
I did.
You're basically.
I should never have to talk to them again. Oh, good. We have a way. We have a way to give you a timeout. Either way,
yeah.
now that we've all gotten back together, what exactly happened, Ronan?
Oh, well, I got sucked into another place, another a pocket of time, she called it, where nothing was there, and I could like pull people in and stuff. I really don't know what kind of use that's gonna be, but I don't know. We could probably work something out. She said that as long as she's not in the divine realm, things are a little wonky, and so I'm only going to be able to do it as long as she's not there. But you know, that's fine.
At the very least, it could be an interesting way to get people to go to places if it's something connected to you. Perhaps we could even store something or something of the sort. Or if someone gets hurt, maybe we can bring them to it.
Yeah.
I don't think we should rely on it, boss. The goddess did say it shouldn't really exist, right? So.
Oh, she said make the most use of it while you can. So.
Just can't put anything nasty in there.
Maybe we should leave a bedroom there.
Oh, she's not there. She's like off at the beach or something like that. I don't know.
I wasn't meaning for her.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we could totally do that.
But do I even need a bed? I think I'll just sit there. I haven't tried sleeping yet. It doesn't work.
It doesn't look like we're going to be getting much sleep anyway. If we stay here too long, depending on how this time works, Galen and the others will be here, right?
I guess
should
we should have
probably-
inquired about that.
We should probably scratch out some of the messages we left in the ground and just leave that one note behind, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We should probably move away
What's
from
away?
here over toward Polo's farm area and be cautious just in case there are bandits there.
Are we like on a forever timer to race against ourselves?
I think only until they get
just
here.
Just until tonight when we go back in time.
Oh, okay. So it's self-corrected then.
Meanwhile, the Galen from the future / the Galen from the past gets to this point, sees carriage marks leaving. No, we should follow that.
Scroll out the carriage tracks too.
I'm already on it. Just walks behind slowly, scratching out his
Don't
foot.
give him anything to be curious about at all.
There are no tracks going this way. It's almost as if this road has never been used. That can't be right. Someone's hiding something.
You ever feel like you want to throw someone into a sun?
I feel like if we try to consider every possible precautionary measure to offset Galen's mischievousness, we'll be here all night.
We'll be here forever, and we don't have that. We only have a week.
All right, well, let's get to doing the thing we set out to do.
Everyone in the carriage.
You know, at some point, I think we keep playing with fire like this. It's gonna just break the universe in half.
I believe
Yeah,
if you
give it a-
guys haven't already broken the universe in half, it's probably fine. Sierra sits in the front.
I'd definitely be the youngest creature to ever break the universe in half. How exciting. Just sits in the carriage.
I do agree. It actually is a little bit exciting. The fact that this kind of thing can happen now is at least one interesting thing of bringing the gods forth into the mortal world. Whether or not it's something to be praised or feared is something we have to think about for later.
Yeah, it's perspective. Besides, it's not totally outlandish. Nothing's impossible, only improbable.
We'll get Polo near the front as well so that Polo can point people's direction again.
Yeah.
Do-do-do. We will have the Ronin and the Obra. We will have the Hosier and the Marco, and then we will have the Brock. As you guys get back in your carriages, you guys see the boars moving forward, going in the direction that Polo would keep them. Brock does seem to have found like a big stick or something to just sort of wave it behind them to get rid of any tracks. It's like, nope.
I found an average sized stick. Holds up a chunk of a tree. Just drags it behind.
It's almost like there was a log or something dragged behind a carriage here. Don't worry, guys. I made sure that I would be way too curious about that place over there.
What place?
Huh?
The place we just left.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
Whatever. Whatever happens at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys keep traveling. As you do, Ronan, the small little edge of your eyesight thing does seem to somewhat go back into the back of your mind for a bit. You're not like constantly seeing something that's like causing you to look over at it. It's not like a floater or anything. But like eventually whenever you stop thinking about it, it does seem to go away entirely. You do feel like you can bring it back at any point. You're not sure
Okay.
exactly what it can do. Maybe it can help you traverse a battlefield better, or maybe again you can use it to store things, or maybe you can save a friend or two and throw them in there. Who's to say? But at the moment, it does seem like it is a neat little thing. It's pretty neat.
Ronan would have one thing he'd want to do while we're on the move.
Go ahead.
While he's sitting in the carriage and it is moving,
Mhm.
he wants to try to pull himself and Obra into it and see what happens.
The two of you disperse from inside of the carriage. As you do, you guys come out into a very still carriage.
Okay, I take us back immediately.
You guys return back. As you do, you guys are just out of the carriage.
No, hold up. Sorry, guys.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Good
that's
to
very
know.
good to know, actually. Need to be stationary.
Oh,
Interesting.
no one is really gonna believe us.
Oh, I accepted that a long time ago.
I should write a book about my first few days of life.
I'd read it.
You've been there for most of it.
Still read it.
Ah.
How
Well,
come you don't want to just stay on music? Anyway, you guys traverse the rest of the day going forward. At this point, I would like to ask, do you guys want to rest at some point during the day, since you guys didn't really get a rest the night before, since you traveled through time? Or do you guys want to make your way immediately toward where the farmhouse is? Now, if the farmhouse does have people at it, if you rest, you will show up there at the night. If you don't rest, you'll show up there during the end of the day.
I feel like it could be risky going in without any rest.
We'd be
Yeah.
pushing exhaustion by that point, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
We should probably rest up.
Yeah.
You guys get a little bit further ahead from where you guys were at. At that point, you do find that eventually Sierra does kick everybody out of the carriage once more. Make sure that there isn't any like completely visible tracks behind them, gives a sigh, and then does go to, okay, maybe we should rest here then. We're only around an hour or so away from where Polo said we need to be. So once we rest here and then start making our way, let's keep our eyes out for any ne'er-do-wells.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not only that, but if Gallon did not get at those bandits before, that does mean that we won't hopefully see anyone moving in this direction. Again, best case scenario at this point is that no one is there, obviously. The worst
Yeah.
case scenario is that they're there and they are powerful. We're hoping for around the middle.
They're kind of okay and also not there.
Mostly, if they're there, they're weak.
Yeah.
And we can scare them away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Let's get set up then.
You guys find a way to rest. You guys are around midday, but you found a little shady area for you guys to do your rests. Is there anything you guys would like to do during your rests? Do you want to talk to anybody? Do you want to do anything? Currently, your fingies are marinating.
Yeah, no, she's just had them on top of a small little fire to keep shit warm and covered. Oh, it's like a slow cooker, but like campy.
No, bro, I can't think of anything that I can think of.
Okay.
Unless someone wants to talk to him, obviously, but just gotta figure out how sleep works.
Yeah.
You just close your eyes and stop thinking. Or at least try.
Well, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, you don't know if you can do that. He closes his eyes and you guys start hearing him snoring.
He goes, his eye just collapses into a pile.
He does the dry bone sound.
Yeah, exactly. I love
We
the
all
ability.
just thought at it, we all did it.
the little xylophone fucking.
I wish I had a soundbite for that.
But yeah, if nobody wants to chat amongst yourselves, you guys get through your rest. You guys currently are at the afternoon of this day. As you begin approaching the area going forward, you find, so far, looking over toward it, you don't see any signs of it being inhabited.
Oops.
There doesn't appear to be any flame or any smoke coming from any of the townhouses. There doesn't appear to be any movement among the livestock area. There doesn't appear to be any major differences in the tracks leading up to it from the road here. That being said, Polo, as well as Brock,
Yeah.
the two of you do feel almost like a sense or a smell about the area. You guys sense or smell a demonic sort of feeling from it, which again wouldn't be that unthought of. It is not something you're used to, Polo, because you never really had those senses whenever you were here. But this place does give you a sense of demonic activity. Whether that's your brothers, maybe it's your father, or maybe it's something else, you don't know. I would like the two of you to please roll me for your diligence, please.
Yeah. What's his diligence?
I gotta roll my Zolair dice.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll the sun dice. It's a 2. You can change any roll into a 2.
Well, never using that.
I rolled a 1, so good thing.
You should use it now. You should use it.
No. I'm gonna just throw my re-roll at it.
Okay.
So,
Holy crap, that was an ass roll.
Hey.
18 with a
I got
5
a-
in diligence.
I got a 9, so 13 with my 4 in diligence.
As you look about the area, Polo, you do find that there is a somewhat familiar feeling to this demonic presence about you. You don't feel like it's hostile. In fact, you feel that the presence that's about you is old. Meaning it is most likely the presence that your brothers had.
Oh. I guess I wouldn't have felt it before because, my senses weren't as tapped into as they are now, but this place is rife in demonic aura.
Yet you said you had livestock here. It must have felt comfortable.
Well, we are still sheep after all. I wonder if that would have been enough to... Well, if you all don't sense it, I don't think it would have truly kept people away. Maybe
And,
had people feel uncomfortable.
I kind of missed something. I did Brock's catch anything was only Polo.
No, it's only Polo.
Okay. Just making sure I didn't miss anything.
You still just got the feel of demonicisms, demiostasisms.
Other than that, I don't feel or smell anything that could hint at potentially other people here.
As you look off and about at the area, again, it doesn't seem like anybody is here. As you guys sit there for a moment, you guys listen in, you guys watch, nothing appears to come to your, attention at any time. You guys start making your way forward. As you do, boop,
Bloop.
Oh, I can't make it bigger. How dare. Let me make you bigger. I will destroy you. No, not 18. That should be 28. 28 and 28. There we go.
The fucking sunflower field makes it think it's a V rising my fucking farm map.
You guys find that as you maneuver yourselves forward, and as you go up toward the area, Polo,
Yeah.
the area itself seems to be sort of left, not really taken care of too much, but it's not in any sort of disrepair or anything. You've been gone for half a year. The grass probably needs to be tended to. There are some weeds off and about. The entirety of the garden is overrun in sunflowers. But as you make your way here, it doesn't seem like anything is too out of the ordinary. Looking off and about, you guys do see that the large buildings that are around you... Oh my god, Orion, shut up. The large buildings that are off and about, you guys do note, seem to be large farmhouses. However, the one over to the side here, bloop, over there, seems to be something similar to a greenhouse. As you guys approach, and as the carriage sort of stays to the center of this place, you don't see anybody here.
Oh. Well, that's a relief.
Oh,
I mean,
I was anticipating a big old fortress with walls and buttresses.
So the bandits would have made their way here, punches Gallon. Ow! Or there was never anything to worry about. It's fine.
Maybe a moat.
I mean,
find a new use for the badger.
this place had some pretty powerful demons around it before, right?
There's also
Points in the direction of this, looks like a cavern entrance.
Mm-hmm. That is the entrance to the mountain that is off to this side. I mentioned you guys going off toward a mountain range. You know that the bottom area of this has a small little cave entrance, but beyond that is a large iron fortress door that would lead to the actual fortress that is behind there. Otherwise known as probably your daddo's dungeon.
That's Father's fortress.
Oh.
Fortress, okay. Cool.
Maybe I do still have a use for the battering ram.
Well, I wouldn't.
I've changed my mind on the dragon face. It's a Molduga now. Jumps out of the carriage.
I'm bringing a carriage over here because I feel like we need one. There we go.
There you go.
So this is where you grew up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Off and away from this area, to the left and right, the east and west of this area, where it seems to be almost like a crescent-y shape of a mountain range going around. You guys do know that there are large fields you guys pass through that are not as large as the ones over in Lon Lon, but they do appear to be mostly for livestock instead of for food. The only kinds of areas you guys can see where anything is growing is here in this garden here and over in the greenhouse area. The rest of it seems to be pastures instead of any kind of food growing like in Lon Lon. And again, Polo, you on the way here, you would take note that there are a couple of beasts that would be here that you were pretty sure probably just made their way back here at some point or another. There are some sheeps and things off in those pastures. Not nearly as many as what would normally be here if you were taking care of them, but there are some.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the local wild stock. We have a bit of a granary sort of greenhouse over there. Well, we grew some plants that were a little harder to tend, some herbs and things. This was the farmhouse.
I think we lived in this one, right? Paul and her mother mostly lived in this one.
Yes.
Which is
And
Where
again, your
mother-in-law
brothers
mostly resided.
your brothers lived here, but if they ever actually stayed here, they're probably off in the fort.
Mother and I mostly lived in the farmhouse there, in the homestead. And sometimes Brother Vega and Brother Hadar came in. I think it might have been mostly to check on us, but they mostly resided in the fortress that belonged to Father. The grave should be somewhere nearby.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
Is-
it's nearby.
is it in the cave?
Mother's grave?
Probably wouldn't it be a great place to have it?
Maybe protected.
I mean, it still exudes Father's aura, and I guess it would be a place to put her there.
I say as she would know where it is,
Yes.
but I'm letting you kind of.
I'm gonna ask you, where would Polo have wanted their mother to be buried? Off in the plains? Would they be off in the pastures? Would they be here in the garden? Would they be in the cave? Would they have like almost a tomb instead of a grave? What's going on?
I'm trying to think now because again, I never super duper thought about like how the layout of her place would be or how like the home situation would be. So initially I had assumed some sort of gardeny area would be like a grave. But at the same time, if we're looking at like safety and potentially not getting desecrated, I feel like, and also if it's to be with her father, then probably the cave would be the safest and I guess the most easiest way they can quote unquote be together in the afterlife.
The way I always thought it, if that makes any sense, is potentially there would be a set of graves, even if your father would not have been actually buried there, because you know that a lot of him was turned into items.
Yeah.
You would find that potentially like the most romantic area would be kind of the tree that she found him at.
Oh yeah.
That might be fun, like off in the
she found
pasture.
him. Yeah.
And there'd be like a set of two graves.
Also, yeah. Okay,
But
so
if you want it to be inside, you can as well.
Oh no, that's that idea is generally somewhere around the sentiment that I thought of. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would point off beyond the garden, toward what appears to be a large tree, a little bit off away in the pasture.
Just over there. Mother had told me that was where she first met Father when he was wounded.
Should we get settled and then make a trip over there in a little bit?
I don't see why not.
Everyone
could
take
probably even-
5. And by take 5, I mean get everything off the carriage and move the boar somewhere.
Okay.
You find that Riley O'Malley is going to drag the carriage over toward where the water is so that the boars can just sort of hang out over here. Oh, you want to know a funny thing about this map?
What's funny about this map?
I didn't realize, but I had filled this water area with water whenever I was making it. And then whenever I took a picture of it, there was a big, weird, cartoony fish in it. And I'm like, oh, I guess they spawned that whenever I put the water in it. So I had to go back into it and remove the fish and then get a new one.
Wow.
It was just a big ass cartoony fish in there. And I was like, we're not having a fishing mini game. Get out of here.
My goodness.
Heckin'. Yeah, I guess helping people settle stuff out of the cart. I guess give a brief look around while also like instinctively like, oh, a weed. I guess pulling this weed out won't really do much of it to relieve.
Polo. Should we find a place for Marco to place the He motions over to Marco.
Doorknob.
Yes, of course.
Should we put it out here? Should we put it off toward where that fort is, or what do you think?
The most secure place would probably be the fortress, but I think we're still under the assumption that there might be someone in that fortress now.
He looks over toward where the mountain is. We can't say that nobody would be. That being said, if you did say there was a cave there beforehand, we can set up a very rudimentary archway, just like we did inside of the cave, right? And it should make an area for the doorknob. We don't have to use one of the doors here if you don't want to.
We could also put it inside of my home.
We could. He motions over toward the large farmhouse. We can set it up in the front door, just like we did with Marco.
We very well could, or we can put it in a more not as obvious door. Although I don't think I would rather you. I don't think I would offer mine or Mother's bedroom.
Perhaps the greenhouse then. Obra looks over to you. Would be easy to transfer any plants, especially if we plan on moving Hickory Dickory and Doc somewhere.
Oh, that would be a wonderful idea, actually. Although the greenhouse is rather too small for Hickory Dickory and Doc.
I was more meaning a temporary assignment if we ever decided to move them around.
True. What about the greenhouse then, Mr. Hosier?
That seems fine to me, as long as you're okay with that. I would rather not put it near any of your personal items, to be honest.
Thank you.
We need to move the one that's over at your place, Marco. I don't know why you decided the best place for it was going to be your front door.
To annoy my sisters. Hey, if they got a statue being made of a woman, okay? It's only fair that I could annoy them with that.
I suppose. Everyone begins to spread out. Marco, you make your way over to the greenhouse. At that point, Sierra just sort of starts looking off and about, making their way over toward the small garden. At this point, you guys have free reign of this place. Marco, when you do go to place the doorknob, I would like you to roll me for your magic, please.
My magic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no, okay.
I have a 2 magic. Is there anything else to put in at the moment? Not yet. Okay. Is this a dumb thing that we're doing with the doorknobs?
Is it?
I don't know.
Then just roll me the damn die.
I was gonna put in the thing to have 4, but it's not fucking a nat 20.
You find when you make your way over to it that the doorknob, whenever you place it at the door, seems to somewhat hesitate for a moment. As you bring the knob closer to the entryway, closer to the archway, it seems for a moment as if it is stuck with something. You feel almost a sense of magic about this place that seems to be fighting against it. However, you find as soon as that does happen, and Polo, watching them, you see what appears to be almost an uproarious amount of demonic energy being spilled out from around the area. You and Brock look about this place as something almost appears to come over it. However, it seems to immediately almost discern what is going on, as whatever defenses are over this farm seems to not consider this a threat.
Okay. I only heard kind of half of that because I had to step away really, really quick.
The doorknob almost didn't work.
Oh, shit.
But it did.
Oh.
As Marco, you put the doorknob there, it seems like whatever defenses this place has on them almost rejected the doorknob entirely, which is a feat, because nothing you've used this on before seemed to have ever even came close to doing that. But it eventually lets it through, as you find that the door is now connected to your guys' old place.
Even DemonCon was like, yeah, you can put that there.
Well, I mean, DemonCon wasn't the house of his family.
Yeah. Good old dad said, fuck off.
Fuck off. What do you even do? Oh, my daughter's there. Okay.
Yep.
Well, all right then. If that didn't work, you guys would have had to take the cart all the way back.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, yeah, you could have technically used your songs, but still.
Yeah. We just would have been leaving the boars here, I guess.
Goodbye, boars.
Well, I mean, I guess I could just do what I did before and send them first and then go, well, whatever.
Or, Riley O'Malley could have just taken them back with him. It's like, that's
Sure.
what I'm here for, guys. I get it.
It's a living.
It's a living.
Now that seems to have been settled, I should actually probably move these fingers into a proper stove.
You might want to make your way back into your place.
And if someone wishes to accompany me and probably laugh at old portraits of my family, they're more than welcome to come.
I can't believe you guys would do that. He says, walking in the direction as to come with you.
I mean,
You guys make me
think I've
sick.
I don't think we've ever seen what her parents looked like before.
You could make your way
That
there
might
with
be
me.
interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
Sure.
They're the only parents you're probably never gonna see.
Aw.
They're dead.
There we go.
You guys find yourselves going back into Polo's house, Polo's home. It is a somewhat humble area, despite being as large as it is. There isn't a ton of crazy appliances or anything like that, but it does seem to have the necessities that Polo would want. There is a cooking stove that is quite large. There's a quite large kitchen in this area. You find that there is a nice little welcome area. You find that there is a goodly sized fireplace, as well as a large living area, and there is stairs leading up to the second floor, which most likely would be where Polo and their mother's room are. There are pictures adorning the walls that would show different things, such as what appears to be Polo's brothers, not looking a day older or younger than they are currently. Because, they're mostly portraits. They're not like pictographs. They are paintings of whatnot, because pictographs don't exist up here. But you do find that among the portraits, there are, again, people you would immediately find that are Hadar and Vega. You would find that there is a quote-unquote family portrait that is not of Hadar or Vega, but seems to have Polo, as well as what appears to be an older woman and an older man with horns adorning their head.
Just a
little baby,
in that
little tiny baby.
It's in that vein of like Dracula and Lisa Tepesh holding Alucard. Now that Eric has seen Castlevania and knows that portrait.
Man.
Again, when it came to Polo's father, there wasn't a lot of things that would show themselves together since he died very early in Polo's life. However, you would find, Polo, that there is something here that wasn't here before.
Huh?
You find as you step through into the main room, showing everybody the portraits, showing everybody things about, there appears to be a large portrait that is adorned beside of the family portrait that seems to be a wider family portrait. This one showing not only the three of you, but also Hadar and Vega. The most crazy part of this is it is showing you in your current age.
Where did this come from? This was not here when I left.
You guys
Do you time
see...
travel again?
That's a good answer, honestly. But no, as you guys step in and look to it, the picture itself seems to be about as old as all the other portraits around. It doesn't look new in any way. It looks like the paint is still somewhat old, similarly to the other portraits. But it is as Polo looks now.
This was never here. No, I've never seen it before.
Polo, you notice that there appears to be almost a lens-like thing about this picture. I'm saying lens-like to you so that you understand.
Yeah.
around the corners of each of the parts of this portrait almost looks like you're looking through a lens going forward toward this, almost like something round is in the center of it that shows all of you.
There's like a slight reaching out to kind of like give it like a soft touch to see what exactly is this, like if it's canvas or like something different.
It appears to be canvas, just as the same as all the other ones. You even do note that it appears to be the same style as all of the other pictures here.
Huh.
There's
It appears that
something-
all of these portraits were painted by the same person. You have someone who is good at painting in your family?
Yes. Well, I never truly knew them by name. They stopped taking portraits once father passed away, so I had assumed that it was an acquaintance of his.
So,
But
just
even
to be
then,
clear, this is a picture of everyone here, right? That's what you
yes.
said?
Not of you guys.
No,
Oh, okay.
of the family.
It's
with
the entire
Polo
family.
after her.
Oh, okay. That's what. Okay, because I heard. I'm having I need to get a new headset. It keeps cutting out.
As you stare
so-
at the picture, I would like everybody to roll me diligence, please.
Go for it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Like
No, no,
she's
you're sorry.
noticing like that lens thing that you mentioned, but she was like, is it the canvas? Is it like
It appears to just be painted in.
I'm gonna put a buy in this.
Got another nat 20, but I rolled an 8.
Oh, that's 8.
For me.
Wow, we're not having it today.
Yeah,
You're
That
kind of
is
taken aback. You're
7.
kind of taken aback by it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So 7. That's that's a 12 in diligence total.
Wait a
Okay.
second. It's been a day. I could. Wait, I don't think I can use. Never mind. I don't know if I can use these
You're
spells
not
anymore.
Gorthos.
Yeah, no. Just don't look at me as I scribble out Gorthos and write rock and crayon.
Daily goddess points.
It's over here.
Yeah, what did
Oh,
you
are
end up?
these those?
What did you end up getting, Ronan?
14.
We got a 13, a 14. What'd you get, Marco?
I got a 14. Yeah.
Okay. And what did you get, Brock?
14 also. Oh, 13 also.
13, 13, 14, 14. Good job, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Also roll?
fuck you.
What was that?
Would Obra also roll?
Sure.
Or gallon.
Roll for Ober or roll for Gallon.
All right.
And roll for Hosier as well.
I
I'll use one
will.
of these for Obra.
Yeah, I don't have, Brock doesn't have a significant other here.
He got
what is
better
her
than
stuff?
me.
Oh my fucking god!
Riverwitch Obra,
I can't fucking roll.
What you doing, Ronan?
I'm looking for what Obra's diligence is.
If it's not put on there, then it is half of what it is. So,
Okay, so it'll
it
be
is a
plus
3.
3 then.
To be fair, Gallon's fucking diligence is ass, so he pretty much got a nat 1.
Well, she didn't do too hot either.
what did you end up getting, Marco?
He rolled a 10.
And with his diligence, luckily for you guys, his diligence is probably his second highest stat. Hosier got the highest with a 15.
Oh my
Yay!
God.
Great.
Fuck me
The
sideways.
DM was
man.
15, right? That's the fucking.
Hosier
yeah.
looks to it. As he does, he puts his hand on the painting for a moment, just beside of where you are, Polo. As you do find, this is quite odd. It appears unfinished.
Unfinished.
All of the others here. He motions toward Vega. He motions toward Hadar. He motions toward your mother, and then he motions toward you. They all appear as if they are finished. But this one, I believe your father, he motions toward the father in the picture, as you see that a lot less effort was made for that one.
I wonder why that is.
He looks over towards you as he does. Perhaps. I don't have any proof of that. I don't wish to bring anything up that isn't plausible.
I have nothing else to go on, Mr. Hosier.
I don't know how he would have known, but perhaps your father is the one that painted it. It looks to me like he put a lot of effort in his children and his wife, but didn't really seem to care about himself.
That would explain why the portrait stopped after he passed away.
You
And if he was able
also
to-
you also look at the almost, again, lens-like thing of it as you notice you have something that would very easily see something like that.
Yeah, she was actually gonna just mention.
And if you have an ability to see the future, then you would be able to know what I would come to look like.
And then she pulls out the
Oh.
eye and looks through it.
Oh yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Interesting. Who would have thought that one of the people out there who would be the closest to being called the new Demon King, or at least the Demon General, would be such an artist?
When did he die?
It was when I was still a baby. So, 20 years ago?
That is a powerful artifact, then, that you have of him. Something that can see that far into the future. Incredible.
Yeah. I'm also wondering, if you don't remember this, then how did it get here so long after he was gone?
Who brought it here? Yeah.
I could only discern it might have been Brother Hadder or Brother Vega. We could ask them once they come here, but
So, all right. I'm fuzzy on some details about some things. Are we sure it's only like the four original demon generals that come back as skeletons if they die or something? I mean, a skeleton doesn't need eyes or skin or fur or horns. You think your dad might have done this? Is he actually gone?
I assumed that would be the case. I think if my father was wandering about in the form of a stall, he would have at least informed my mother.
Unless he woke up too late. It wasn't the last time Gorthos took 1,000 years.
It isn't likely, but there's also the idea that potentially he came back as a Poe.
All right, there's ghosts too. Forgot about those.
Maybe something happened to awake him and he came and placed this here?
It must be quite the powerful Poe to be able to manipulate the world to that extent. Would it not, Galad?
Oh yeah. When it comes to any kind of spirits like that, they would need somebody like me to allow them to have some kind of a physical form, or they'd need to be powerful in their own right. That being said, I mean, it would have been your dad.
Your dad was pretty powerful, as he's been described.
This is an enormous portrait, and I'm not saying that the canvas wasn't there. This whole thing was not there.
We can also assume it might have been your brothers, or somebody else who might have came here.
Yeah.
That's also possible, yes.
At the same time, it isn't something to rule out. If there is a powerful spirit that is guarding this place, then it also explains why nobody has come here. After you had left, perhaps that spirit awoke whenever someone came here that it didn't like.
It could also explain why the sheep came back.
At the very least, if it is doing something like this, it has to have some understanding of itself. That being said, Polo, if it is a Poe spirit, you have to be ready to think some more about it. They aren't always in their right minds. What the hell are you saying? I'm not saying anything. I'm just bringing it up.
Oh, it might be a crazy ghost that doesn't remember who they are. Oh, I'll be difficult.
The possibility is not something we should disregard, but...
We don't have to worry about that. I'm here.
I mean, if you're tough enough, if you got enough whole power in you to make Gorthos a bit nervous about it, then I'm sure you'd be fine against her dad.
Look, if there's anything wrong with if there's a spirit here and there's something wrong with it, I'll do anything I can. Don't worry, okay?
Yes. Besides, I think, even as a spirit, I do not think Father would lose himself in any way. If anything, if this was him, it just proves that.
I agree. We've already seen what happens when the original demon generals had lost bits of themselves. They would make their way back. If your father has anywhere close to that amount of power, then most likely everything's fine. I just wanted to bring it up. I'm sorry.
No, there's no need to apologize. Mr. Hosier, I know that you are only thinking in everyone's best interest in terms of their safety. And you are not one to disregard every possibility if it means everyone can be safe.
It was a thought on my mind whenever I was watching my brother's grave all that time. I knew that there were monsters inside, those shoes that had made their way in. And I knew that if a spirit were to make its way out, it potentially would be either destroyed by one of the knights or by some of the beings around it, or at least at that point potentially corrupted by the monster activity. So I wanted to make sure I was the one there in case anything happened.
You were worried your brother would be coming back as a mad ghost?
I wanted to make sure that if my brother did come back, I would be the one to get rid of him.
Yours was not an easy burden. I'm sorry.
Luckily for me, I didn't have to worry about it. Turns out he was some kind of a child of prophecy or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
was.
Then he inhabited the body of the princess, who was not the princess at the time, and...
But reincarnation's a bitch. It's best not to think about it too hard.
Ravio, what if the king finds out?
Yeah, people I shrug. Mine's an undead sort of, kind of, right? Or is that someone else? It's hard to keep track of all the weirdos we keep talking to.
Either way, I do agree with you, Polo. This shows some kind of interest or restraint from anything like that, if that is the case.
So we shall assume the best and continue to prepare for the worst.
It is a wonderful portrait, though.
Oh, it is wonderful.
You can definitely see the artist spent a lot of time on you.
I think it's probably because he knew. Well, they say that he foresaw his own death. And if that's true, he probably paid special attention to me because he'd never be able to see me. He's seen his sons. He knows how they are. They won't age a day. But he knew he was never going to see me age.
Luckily for him, he did get to. Probably a lot.
In his own way, of course. But, all that little shock aside, these fingers need to stew. And then, I will probably go to the flower garden and procure some flowers for when we go visit Mother. And, please, do make yourselves at home.
Hopefully we can find more than just sunflowers there, unless that's your mother's favorite.
Well, they might have gone a little bit they look like they might have gone a little bit unruly, and sunflowers don't play nice with other plants.
We'll see what we can work out.
You guys...
She's gonna go and set that in the kitchen and look for some gardening shears at some point.
You guys at this point are able to find yourself inside this place with a relatively well-off little area. Again, you've only been gone about half a year, so while things are in a little bit of disrepair, it's not that bad.
It's just dusty.
It's just dusty, mostly. As you do find yourselves looking off and about this place, again, going up the stairs, it appears that none of your valuables are taken. It doesn't look like anybody has come here and taken much of anything or done much of anything to anything. You find that most of the house itself is completely intact, so that's great. That's wonderful. It definitely takes away from the idea that potentially somebody might have came here to steal or do anything with the stuff that's here. So luckily enough, there probably isn't any bandit activity. Nice.
Or they were like, oh, sweet, a fortress.
And then a fucking ghost got him or something.
We just fucking go to the bottom of the fortress. There's just a bunch of fucking skeletons.
Oh, jeez.
This was not here.
Now, are you certain about that one?
89% sure they weren't here.
I don't think my brothers would have left a bunch of corpses in father's fortress.
Are you sure that it wasn't here?
And I don't think this kind of macabre decorating was something that my father preferred.
Macabre, it's a bit macabre. I don't seem to mind him too much for some reason. I should examine that. I don't see
Should figure out things about myself. Making a little.
What if you like took all those bones and made a nice little chair out of them?
He's like a little staircase to go up, do uppies.
Do uppies in your bedrooms.
Yeah.
And this was my room, and this was mother's room.
Make a little.
Such a lovely home.
The stairs going up.
Those stairs.
Perfect.
There we go.
So, funny
Look at
thing,
that.
I had actually made this entire area. I made the insides of these places, but then it just didn't look right without having roofs around. So I ended up just taking roofs from a Patreon that I follow. I think it was Dice Grimorium, because that's where I get everything. And then I just put roofs that they made on top of everything. I'm just like, it doesn't look right, so just fucking.
Oh, that's definitely fair. Feels like everything's a fucking open house.
Yeah. As you guys go about and do your things, Polo, you get the fingies stewing. At this point, everybody explores, looking off and about the area, checking out the little water tower that's just outside, checking out the little tiny pond / lake / just kind of offshoot of one of these springs coming down from the mountain, checking out the greenhouse. You guys can at this point go back and forth to any of your areas as well if you'd like to. I didn't expect that to happen immediately, but a nat 20 is a nat 20. I was gonna have it be to where it was gonna be kind of a slow burn, to where it's like, oh, it's like kind of forming, but like it'll take a while for it to form all the way. Oh no!
Just give it a second, guys. Maybe go appease the spirit of your dad that's here somewhere.
Come back when you watch the prerequisite cutscene.
Come back when you found all the pine cones.
I'm on it. I don't want to do it anymore.
I don't want them anymore. This is the silly thing. But no, you guys make your way through. You guys settle yourselves down. The area again was around nighttime when you guys shown up. It seems to get a little bit darker by the time everything is set and settled. At this point, do you guys want to attempt to rest for the night before going and collecting flowers? Do you guys want to have a good start at it in the morning, or what do you want to do?
I'd say getting a good rest and wouldn't be a bad idea. You can go into a room and be like,
Oh, it's my stuffed sheep. It's still here.
You had a stuffed sheep. Isn't that kind of like
I mean,
having? Never mind.
it's just a soft doll.
Right? Yeah. But
When
like,
you think
I
about
just,
it, a real doll is like a person also. So it'd be the same thing, right?
I guess so. Yeah. I never understood dolls.
It's just akin to a stuffed animal. It's just a stuffed animal.
I didn't have any stuffed animals. I only had
Not even a sense.
I
Not
only
even a
had.
sense seal.
I only had the road.
Oh,
Actually,
I think. I guess
Yeah.
Maybe
After a
you
bit of
would've
time,
done
after
that.
a bit of time, they just told me to leave. Remember?
maybe you might have turned out a little bit differently if you had a stuffed animal with you.
Maybe I wouldn't have been so lonely on the road, all by myself.
No, don't.
Console me.
Do you
Just like holds the stuffed sheep.
do you want to sleep with Lambda?
I do want to sleep with Lambda. Grabs you. Grabs
Starting
you.
to feel
Oh,
like-
Lambda.
I feel like not everyone had doll.
What, are you not going to tell them about all your dolls?
Shut up.
Perhaps I would have had a different outlook if I woke up with one. Probably not.
Oh,
But still.
Lambda. Oh, you're so warm.
I'm. She was very warm.
Lambda, you speak.
Galen, I don't understand this joke.
I'm saying you're the stuffed animal. I'm mugging you.
I'm not Lambda. I'm not Lambda.
No, it's okay. Pat.
Fantastic. Let's see if there's anything fun in these other rooms. Yeah, do you think Haddock will be trapped is? What was your question? I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna do something else. So if you wanted to do something real quick, then go ahead.
I don't know. Let's see what you did. It's not what time stuff is it?
I mean, it kind of was.
Oh, okay. We can wait. You got all the time in the world. Please don't break it.
He was literally just gonna walk around the house in the pocket thing to just see what it, like. Then yeah, I don't think there's anything gonna be weird about it, but he's just like, I wonder.
Ronan,
So he's just curious. He just wants to do it.
there's probably nothing weird about it at all, Ronan. There's probably not a single thing about it that is in any way. Give me a second. I'm looking for a song. Ronan, you make your way into the pocket, into the Ronan pocket, into the Ronan's magnificent pocket.
Hey.
As you do, you find when you step your way in there, just like before, the area off and about seems to start looking odd. The area about you, all of the friends that are around you have like these little silhouettes about them. However, you see, other than those dark silhouettes, there appears to be a bright white, almost like a line, making its way throughout the area. Seeming to just sort of be streaming its way throughout the house and throughout the home. Going up and about, seemingly going in and out of each of the rooms, looking as if it is exploring / making its way through. But you don't see anything connected with it. It's just a line that's going through the area.
Whoa. Weird. He's gonna like put his hands on like Obra and Brock because they're the closest people to him. And he's
Hooray, the time zone. Oh, what's this?
yeah, look at this. I
Oh.
found something weird.
Obra like immediately like goes to touch it.
Oh, good. I was going to do the same thing.
Just like putting their hand through it. It's just like, what is this?
Does the same thing.
Did you bring something in?
No. This was just here when I got here.
Huh.
You want to follow it?
Yes.
Which way?
Hmm. Hmm.
It looks like it leads outside.
Or does it?
We can start in the house. We're here in the house. Let's start in the house. We can go upstairs. It looks like it's going upstairs too.
You look about the area. You start walking through. You see that Marco and Hosier are just talking. Marco is just making like a waving hand thing over. I'm like, stop! Don't tell them about my dolls. Anyway, you find there is a polo waving around a stuffed animal as a Gallon is holding on to them. You note that whenever they're doing such a thing, there appears to be a similar marking on the stuffed animal that Polo has. On either side of it, around like the waist of the stuffed animal, there appears to be a slight marking to it. No, go back to the mysterious fucking song. How dare you?
Huh.
You follow things around. You make your way through to the area above. You see walking in and out of what appears to be the rooms upstairs. It does seem to be going in and out of Polo's room as well as Polo's mother's room. You find that looking inside, there are several small patches of this light material that seems to touch on several areas in this place. You also find what appears to be a small patch of material in Polo's room, potentially where certain things were often about. Looking over in the mother's room, you see a lot more of the patches seem to be scattered about. Some of them touching at the closet, some of them touching at some of the drawers, the bedding, things of that nature. You would make your way back down. You would find that there appears to be a almost silhouette of it over across the painting that seems to have been brought into this area.
Silhouette of
The same like white material, the same like white,
Okay.
almost just like shine.
Okay. All right. Well, we checked the house. I guess outside then.
I guess so.
Hmm.
Should we let the others know?
Gonna poke his head outside real quick. Hey guys, we're doing some investigating.
When you poke your head outside, you come out completely outside.
Oh, okay.
You have left behind the others in your pocket.
Just watch that. Just look sober. So we've never actually talk, have we?
Oh, hello. How are you doing, Brock?
Yeah, all right. Place is weird and tingly, though.
How's existing being?
I've not hit the existential dread that everyone talks about yet, so pretty good.
But it doesn't really come until you're around like 15 or so.
Oh, good. I got time.
Anyway, outside.
Yeah.
Rockover and I are doing some investigating. So we're just if you don't see us for a bit, we're off doing that.
Polo and Marco, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
We
silently
don't
like,
care what you're doing, Ronan. Get out of here.
Needed a
Looks like
moment. There was noise on my end. I'm sorry.
I'm fine.
Alright. Also, fuck you.
He's just mad because my collection's better than his in Pokemon TCG Pocket.
Yeah, because he keeps giving me the fucking phone and I keep rolling dumb shit. Anywho,
You're doing what?
I just had an inkling to go into the thing, this time thing, and then I found some weird trail, so now we're following it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
If any of you guys want in, I could bring you over. I know you're busy doing some stuff right now with your fingers.
Excuse what? No, that's stupid. What? No, it's fine. I was just.
Look,
Hold
I'm just playing with my stuffy.
I am not a stuffed animal.
Oh,
She's just
I
gonna
thought
start
you were
wiggling
still
out.
doing the other thing. Okay, never mind then.
No, they're stewing. They just need to sit on their own. They'll be fine. They don't need to make it. I'm coming.
Just grab She just doesn't even like truly remember she's still holding a stuffed animal and just wiggles out.
You want to go see what this thing is about, or are
Seems
you,
like
are you good down here?
Seems like a good thing to do. What about you?
I'm very interested in what's going to happen.
Well, let's go.
All right.
All right, yeah, hope pull everyone in.
As all of you make your way into the Ronin pocket. Bloop. Even Orion. You guys see the
He'd
same
probably
thing?
just still follow us anyway.
You guys see the exact same thing. You guys see the kind of movement that is about here. You guys see the strange white glow that seems to be moving throughout the area.
Yeah, we already checked the upstairs. Doesn't seem to be too much going on up there. It's kind of like on different things, like in your room, Polo, and just some stuff like the floor and everything. But it seems to be leading outside.
Oh,
Shall we
We're about-
follow it?
Yeah.
yeah, that's... What is going on here, then?
You guys follow the trail on the outside. Again, it's very dark out right now, especially with the slight haze of this world that's around you at this point. Bloop. As you guys step out, you would find that the trail seems to be very much going off and around almost everywhere here, almost as if it is just meandering or moving just very off. Seems to somewhat stay around the major areas of this place. It looks like it goes over toward like the boundaries of the area before turning back around, making its way all the way through this place. One thing you note, and it is relatively odd, is that there appears to be a lot of it around here. Almost as if it was moving off and around Sierra.
Oh, that looks recent.
Sierra still seems to be kind of where she was before. You find that she's just sort of staring off toward the flower garden a bit. There is sort of a strange thing happening here where the glow of the area that seems to be encircling them seems to almost be shining on them and showing more of their features than you would normally see in this place. You do find that they're just sort of almost staring off into space.
So Sierra looks more detailed than everything else?
Slightly. It looks, again, it's like you're still looking at a silhouette of Sierra, but like there is more detail than normal.
Huh.
From all the other silhouettes you guys had seen before.
Okay. Interesting.
And again, looking off and around this, it's almost as if something was like sort of encircling them or watching them in some way before just sort of making their way off.
Either this thing was really interested in Sierra, or that hay bale is holding secrets from us.
Secret hay bale. Secret hay bale.
Jury's still out on this. We must investigate more.
Yeah.
You find as you guys look forward, continuing on your path, there seems to be somewhat of a similar thing happening around where the boars and where the other over here is. However, you find that it is not as much, and the last thing you see is what appears to be this thing wandering off and toward the opening of the fortress going forward.
I knew it'd end up there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess there's only so many places around here, but
What was this house again?
That place, I believe, is a greenery, you said? Greenhouse?
So whatever this is, it is not botanically inclined.
Oh, that does remind me. You don't see a trail over there, but you do see what appears to be a lot of cracks of that same energy over in this direction, Ronan. It's almost for a moment you don't see anything, but then you see almost like spiderweb thin cracks of that same energy around the doorway.
Weird.
Is that what all the doorknobs do?
Maybe. I didn't even think that could be what it was, but maybe that's what it is.
Maybe then what we're seeing with this is whatever the house does?
Could be.
Because I know that
when we go to another
by like some kind of spirits of some description, if I remember my lore right.
I don't know. But you know where it's going.
We keep finding secrets of ancient magics around. I love it. Isn't it exciting? Or this is a horrifying demon creature that's going to try to kill us.
It hasn't done anything yet.
Yet.
I don't know if, I mean, I feel like if it was, then it wouldn't just be circling Sierra and Riley over there. I feel like they've done something.
No, I didn't know time could break or have dimensions within time that are broken, so it might be some weird time thing.
You want to make your way forward?
Obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you begin to make your way toward the entrance to the cave in front of you, immediately, as soon as you step off toward where this cave is, you find something odd. Ronan. For a moment, stepping beyond the threshold of this cave, you see a large open area, and the first thing that draws your attention looks like what appears to be a closed gate in front of you. However, almost as if your bubble of time is encompassing it as you step in, it looks as if while you are inside of whatever dimension or whatever pocket this is, you find that that area is open. You know for a fact that if you were not in your pocket, that area would be closed.
Oh, like there's like the door to the fort?
To the inside of the fort, yes.
Huh.
You feel that if you were away from where you are now, if you were in the real world, that area would be closed to you. You also see, again, those same like almost spiderweb thin strands of magic about it. However, that isn't what grabs everyone else's attention. Everyone. In this entire opening here, there is a small gasp from Obra as she looks about. The rest of you see the same thing they do. You guys see dozens of bodies laying on the ground inside of here. All of them wearing disheveled and ripped looking leathers. All of them looking as if they had been laying here a long time. And Polo, you did not smell it on the other side of here, but both you and Brock get the sense of a smell of decay around you from whatever these bodies were.
There's that like that hand covering the nose and a small audible gag.
You also see around every body here, there appears to be the same kind of look as some of the other items you had seen inside of the house, where it looks like whatever this magic was seemed to have grasped or touched them in some way. Along the bodies, there are several areas where you see the same white light almost grabbing or touching them. The white light that you're following seems to go all over this room to a point where at first everything seemed to almost flashbang you guys coming in here. But as you got used to it, looking off and around, it seems like in order for you to make sense of this place, the pocket completely gets rid of whatever this white is, because it is literally everywhere.
What happened here?
It's a
See
massacre.
all of that as well.
Yep, all of that you guys see. I mean, again, your eyes immediately got drawn to the open room because you saw it being closed first and then opening. The others immediately just get drawn to all the bodies, so
Oh, okay.
you get drawn to that immediately as well after.
How was that not the first thing I noticed?
It
It's a
is a very
massacre.
big door that just seemed to be closed and then opened.
I think my theory might have more weight behind it than I would have wanted. Or it's something even worse.
I'm
said
guessing
it-
you never saw these bodies before, Polo?
No.
I suppose it would kind of clash with the entire everything else about this farm.
Ronan,
Yeah,
step outside.
he'll do it.
Ronan, you step outside, and as you do, this entire area is clean.
What do you mean?
There are no bodies. The door is closed, and the entire area is completely open.
He will very quickly go back in.
Man, I hate time splitters.
It's completely empty. And the door is closed.
Also, we're not the first people to walk into a break in time, then.
I think
guess
that
not.
I think that this area seems to be somewhat connected with a different thing going on here. I feel that
Well-
we may even be able to see something similar like this if we return to the desert.
Oh.
I believe this to be a
what-
place similar to the Spirit Temple.
What does that mean? What?
Yeah.
I
Why is it-
believe these are victims of whatever that spiritual energy or whatever that ghost-like being we assume to be here is.
So the Wordbound is trying to set up shop in your home.
They appeared to be dragged into this world and then defeated or destroyed.
Oh, that's a nice way of putting slaughtered like pigs. Look at them. Ugh.
They've been here for quite a while, judging by the scent of the decay.
Yeah. I was hoping to avoid this smell for a few more years, but here we are.
It looks,
looks-
as if
How long has the goddess of time been out of the realm, the divine realm?
probably around a week or two.
And these bodies, I'm assuming, look much older.
Oh
than
yeah.
that.
The way Obera seems to think of it, this seems to be something similar to almost like a spirit realm, and you are gaining access to it because of your pocket. Not that they are
Okay.
truly connected.
Gotcha.
It seems like because
Oh.
you're able to go into a separate sort of section of this place, you're also able to interact with this.
You know what? I think I caught something, Biko.
What's up?
I'm also excited for the Legacy of King Soul Reaver remakes that are coming out.
I have never played it, but I am looking forward to the remake.
It's because I feel like we're just transitioning between the realms. Holy shit!
Yeah, you never do that in Zelda.
I guess I didn't think about it because I'm tired.
Between realms.
Never heard of it. Seems cringe. Probably made up fan game.
Heh.
Not canon. Anyway,
We could just not worry about it. It seems that whatever this thing was didn't do anything to Sierra or to her driver. It doesn't
Well,
seem to
because
see whatever we are as a threat.
he just stares at these corpses for a while. Let's go say hi.
What do you want to do, Polo? This is your
I
home.
don't know what's behind the fortress's door from where we came from. We could deduce that these are potentially bandits who tried to home here, but I want to know what entity did this.
Hey, yeah, if your house is haunted, you want to know what's haunted it.
I would like to know, please.
Then I guess we should go inside.
It's
All
gonna
right.
take a smidge bit of time away from you saying hello and goodbye to your mother's grave, but this might be connected to that.
We weren't
So-
doing anything tonight anyway. We can
I
still
should
do, we
probably
can
let-
still do that in the morning.
Should probably let Sierra and Riley know that we're gonna do that.
Right, they're not here.
Ronan,
Us-
are we thinking to do this right now? Is it what we're?
Seems
what I'm
like it.
hearing?
Do you want to go let them know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronan, you step out.
If I say, ask if they want to come with, he's already gone.
You step out. You make your way back toward the section with the two of them. It looks like Sierra still hasn't moved. You go and tell Riley O'Malley what's happening, and Riley's like, "Bah! Ghosts! No! I'll take care of the boars."
You keep on it, buddy.
Ah!
You're doing a good job.
Ah!
Ghost can't take you. You're ripped.
I'm so ripped.
He'll go over it and tell Sierra too.
Sierra still just seems to be staring off into space. You get over toward them. Oh, hi, Ronan.
Hey,
Why are you coming from that way? You didn't. It's like looks back over.
The time pocket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're probably gonna go either talk to or fight a ghost. So, just wanted to let you know that's probably happening.
Okay. Lead the way.
Oh, you want in on this?
I'm here, aren't I? I should probably help.
Oh, sure. All the help is appreciated.
No problem.
All right. You doing okay?
Oh, I'm just getting over everything. It's still gonna take me a little bit of time, but knowing that I'm been chasing after someone who doesn't even exist on this plane is kind of getting to me.
Well, I mean, you never know. Maybe we could open up that door again, and you can go talk to him.
I'm not sure if I want to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ronan, I feel like my heart is being wrenched about inside my body. I feel like someone's gripping onto it tightly, but I also kind of felt relieved whenever you all had said that after a while. I felt
Why?
like, I don't know, the thing that I felt like I was chasing felt more real, like I wasn't crazy for not seeing him and all the others who were around. I felt like finally I didn't feel like I was just lying to myself that someone around me was important. It felt odd, but I don't know which part of it is. I don't know which part of that is real to me, you know? I don't know if I'm relieved to know that this person most likely isn't someone that I can pursue, or if I'm still wanting to go and pursue something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that love that I felt was really love, or if the relief I'm feeling that I'm not crazy was more of a thing to me, you know? I don't know, I feel
Jeez.
dumb.
Do you think talking to him might make it clearer for you?
I mean, they're a god, right? I should be able to talk to him if I find a shrine or something for him. And if he's not a coward, he should talk back, right?
I mean, yes, you're correct. I hope you're listening. He just looks to the sky. Talk to her.
It's me right
But-
now, actually. Donpei, it's nighttime. I'm playing.
You want a more direct line? We could probably work something out.
We'll see. I just feel a little silly and lonely.
Well, I know that we can't be a true replacement or anything, but you got us. We're here for you. Here to help
What are
out
you
in
talking
whatever way
about? You
need.
guys are always crazy enough to bring me along with you. You're always something that can fill something for me. We're friends, right?
Yeah. 100%. He'll like give her a pat on the back.
Really, right? We are?
Of course. Why would you even ask that?
No, they like lean on you a little bit. I just feel weird and lonely is all. Like I said, I'm just happy you said that.
Anytime.
Come on,
You
let's
wanna
go beat up a ghost or whatever.
All right. He'll pull her into the pocket. And they'll rejoin the others.
You guys got left in the stink pit.
You see Gortha, you see Brock just kind of like examining the bodies, one just kind of smooshing them to the side, like, gross. Now they've been here a while.
You guys get brought back.
Why do I have to suffer to have an olfactory sense?
As you guys have Ronan join you guys again, you guys step forward toward the opening that would lead into the fort. As you do, you find yourself stepping off into something of a void in front of you. There's still stone beneath your feet. You feel that. You hear water rushing around you somewhere. Potentially from the mountain or from the lake outside, who knows? But the main thing you see is when you step into here, Ronan, the film that was over everything before that showed the pocket dimension completely vanishes. You also feel like you can't leave while you're in here.
Like I can't go back into it?
You feel like you're still in it, but there's nothing to
stuck in.
leave to.
Okay.
Almost as if the area you're now in is completely different from the physical area you entered.
Okay.
As the film seems to disperse around all of you, Polo, everyone sees this, but you see it in front of you as you step through. Looking at this void in front of you, stepping forward until you see what appears to be almost like a wall. There's a plaque that stands very abruptly in front of you.
Oh.
On the
He
plaque,
gets closer to it.
you get forward. It's a little bit high. You'd think that he would fucking get your measurements or whatever, but no, it's a little high. But as you go over to it and as you look up to it, daughter, here lies the path to my heart.
Oh.
It's just like the look back at everyone, not really sure what to do. Because I guess this is the dungeon.
So Polo sees a plaque. We don't see the plaque.
You see the plaque, but you don't see any writing on it.
What's wrong?
This is the path to my father's heart. I
Polo,
thought the dungeon was elsewhere.
whenever you think about that, you do think about what your brothers had said before. That as soon as you would enter that dungeon, people outside will become aware of it.
Oh.
So we're sure your mom's not buried in here, right? Because that sounds like I was right.
No, I made sure Mother was not buried here.
Okay, just making sure.
But I thought Father's dungeon was elsewhere, not back here on the homestead.
So, wait, does
So
that
then-
mean that everyone's going to the wrong place right now? I mean, I guess it's a good thing.
But
As I mentioned to
not-
you, Ronan, you don't feel like you're back where that physical place was before.
Oh, so we have shifted locations to that place.
Who knows? All I know is you know that there's no physical place for you to exit from where you're at right now.
Looking around our surroundings, do we still look to be in a cave?
You were apparently in some kind of a void. In front of you, there is a almost dungeony wall with a plaque in front of you. Behind you, you still see the opening that would take you back to the beginning of this place.
Okay.
If what I was told is correct, and if I'm assuming there is a chance to turn back, once I proceed further, people will be aware of this place, which could possibly mean that my father's protections will be going down.
Some of the stuff we're waiting for isn't ready yet.
Almost as if on cue when you say that, Polo, looking at the plaque in front of you, it changes. You see below it, below the writing that was there before, come further when you're ready.
It's just a, oh, okay, good, thank goodness. There's a fall. She just like falls to her knees, just like, oh, thank goodness.
What happened?
Are you alright? What?
No, it is just that I think my theory was just now proven correct. We should turn back now.
Is your dad writing on that plaque? Is that what's
Yes.
happening?
He very much is.
Well, tell him to write the whole damn paragraph first. You gave us all the right there.
Father, I think I see where some of your foresight, your lack of it, at least in this very case, has rubbed off on Brother Vega.
You look
No, I
back at the
understand.
plaque as you see you're beautiful.
Oh.
Mm. We should turn back now. I think, while I don't quite have fondness for how Father has chosen to potentially decorate his abode, I think it wasn't because of a matter of taste, more of a matter of defense.
Fair. Bother the big, you could dig a fucking hole though, they're just rotting in there. It's awful.
But if he's a spirit, he can't.
He can clearly kill people. He can't dig a hole.
Or it could be used as a forewarning.
I suppose all the things that walk in the realm of broken time.
His influence here can only chase people away to a certain extent. Someone with a strong enough will could still probably go in. Or someone who is just too daft to pick up on the pressure.
I suppose that's fair. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. No use yet sassing the dead. I think.
Do you want to make your way away?
She's
Seems like we should.
gonna put a hand on the plaque and just be like,
Later, I will meet you, Father. Not quite yet, if you'll wait a little longer. And thank you.
Come back soon. Appears on the plaque.
All right, I think we're good to leave now.
All right.
I suppose this counts as meeting. This counts as meeting a ghost.
You guys step back
But
toward the opening. As you do, upon stepping out, instead of being stepped out into the area that has the corpses and everything of that nature, when you step out from the way, you appear in the area outside of the Ronan's pocket. Ronan, you find yourself back in the normal version of this world, and looking behind you, the gate that is there, the massive fortress door is there and up and very intimidatingly looking very strong.
Huh.
All right then.
Man, imagine if we walked in there and it just sealed behind us and we had no way to get out.
Man, that would suck, man. That'd be crazy.
As you're speeding through your nose, just deleting everything as fast as possible.
Well, I mean, Polo had to have a way to get in herself. She can't just have a way that is reliant on Vega and Hadar.
Yeah.
No, Future Sight's a pain in the ass. I should play a Diviner next game.
As you guys exit and as everything turns to a normal time of day, a normal look for you in front of you, I think as you guys are now looking off and about and understanding why the homestead here is perfectly safe, noting now why no one has taken residence here, I think with that, we're going to end things off for the night.
Ooh, we didn't get a
Last session.
Homestead,
Man.
homestead.
I'm glad to know that we didn't actually need to do the time travel bit, but it's cool that we did.
Oh, I was gonna have
right.
I was gonna have a kind of item here that was gonna allow you guys to do something similar to this, but I'm like, no, this is funny. Let's break the world.
We need an item to do. Let's just make an inherent
Breaking
power.
the wow.
Breaking the world.
So, I'm gonna say it right now. I love being Brock so fucking much.
Brock is so good, dude.
Brock is great. I'm gonna miss him. I would like to had a whole campaign with him.
I love that he's just like so like willing to meet people and so friendly and stuff, but he also is like so quick to fucking like snap at people.
At the same time, I still miss Gorthos because I would have been interested. I'm interested to see what how Gorthos would have reacted to seeing all of this.
I was thinking of like, man, if he was here, he'd be saying all this like fatherly shit about that portrait. I'm like, man. Well,
You shouldn't have got plotted.
oh, silly me.
Had the opposite of plot armor. The plot demanded that you die. Instead.
You got the fucking plot mandolin. You just get sliced into different pieces.
Everyone,
You know what we should have done?
what?
During the day that happened, we should have just turned back time to the previous dawn, kidnapped Gorthos
Son
then,
of a
and
bitch.
go back to our time.
We could have done that.
It would have been very hard for you to return to your time unless you were able to find some way to travel forward by placing a sword inside of a pedestal. No, I'm playing.
Gorthos will see you in 4 years.
Now I only need 10.
I've always had it in my head, like I don't think there's no way it's gonna happen now. There's no reason for it to. But I was like, if Ronan ever needed to go back in time by like 1,000 years, he would just like he could just spend all that time just like, all right, well, I'm gonna play this song like 1,000,000 times.
Do you know how much I would fuck with that? How much I would be like, like, you're in the Lost Woods. You fucking, the longer you stay there, the less you become of yourself, and maybe you actually did become Jason's dad.
That was a thought I had a long time ago. Like,
I would immediately have done that. I would immediately have done that.
What I'm trying to understand here is, did my father somehow create a weird reality wrinkle that just makes his fortress also connect to his dungeon?
There's like a weird.
Listen, Demon General's
pocket. My time pocket.
Look,
Like,
anything that gets called a Demon General just by default fucks with existence. I don't know.
I mean,
man.
look at the last thing that the four.
So far.
Look at the thing the 4 Demon Generals had. They had that kind of nexus area, that kind of 4-point nexus thing over here that had that big like thing in front of it that lets you travel throughout all of Hyrule. Like, fuck yeah.
Talking fireplaces. One of the fucking 4 of them was a time centipede demon.
It's just funny because we had this map here, which if I'm remembering this map where the king and thing are, I'm like, wasn't this supposedly the entrance to that dungeon?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was like,
was.
oh, this is a big ass fucking temple. You know, my father probably had a cult, so like, you know,
Probably did.
That makes sense. That's okay.
You think he'd let his cult anywhere near his family?
hell no.
It just
Fuck
turns
that.
out, and then he just tells Hadar and Vega to fucking troll them so they don't take her shit.
Just fuck with that. This is what dying will testament to you two.
Can you
Just keep
imagine
fucking
both
with them.
Hadar and Vega trying their best to figure out a way into the fort entrance, but then just decide to fuck it and go up and like fly up to the top of it?
God.
Hadar's like, I can't open the door, so I'm just gonna go up to the window up here. Oh, it's just a regular fort? I guess I'm staying here. And then like fucking just to think that the bottom here is just leading to a big fucking ancient dungeon.
I can't wait for the temple to just be a complete false, like farce, and it's just it doesn't go anywhere. It just opens the door to a brick wall. It's all a facade.
I am going to end us here for the night. So I hope everybody had a wonderful time. I hope that some of these things came as a bit of an interest to my players. I hope they like it.
He's wacky.
And we'll come back not next week, because obviously we have to skip a week. We can't let people think that we're gonna do it every week. I mean, come on.
I'll end your fucking life.
I mean, you know, maybe if I get threatened more like that, we'll have it next week. But we'll see. Until next time, guys. Until next time, like always, later days.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
But if the temple's back home, what the fuck's the other building?